All right. Hello there, everybody. Chat, viewers alike. Kiwi, I see you in the chat. What it is. Glad you're here on a Sunday, Tabletop Sunday. My Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Tabletop RPG, Episode 26, Season 1. This is the aftermath episode of the Valentine's Day special. I'm going to get into the story catch-up synopsis, if you will, shortly. But before I get to that, I have some Rangers to introduce. Quick housekeeping. Our Yellow Ranger sadly could not make the date this month, so I'm going to be filling in for him. And
Boo,
yeah, boo,
boo
boo. He's not even here to boo himself. Boo! Someone have the button. Someone have the button. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna make him say "I'm sorry" and forever clip and just play that every time he's not here. or I'll do the fancy thing and cut up his audio. Do one of those AI regurgitated slop things. Rolling. One. No. You'll never know he's not here. Anyways, other than our Yellow Ranger, I'll be filling in for. You've already heard several of our other Rangers. In no particular order, we're going to go ahead and throw it to our Black Ranger, Terry. It would also help if I did a sanity test. In case they didn't hear that on stream, you want to say your intro one last time.
What's up?
There we go. Of course, everyone in the chat, let us know if for any reason I go mute. Anyone sounds like they're talking either to themselves or there's like long pauses, just let me know. I did notice last episode we did have a little snafu at the very end, tail end of the episode, like the last 10 minutes or so. So I apologize on that.
Nothing important happened at the end.
Yeah, nothing important happened in those last 15 minutes.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. This is what the Rangers are about to become. I mean, what? Anyways.
Not before I kill them first. I mean, what?
Yeah, it's a race now. Who can track the team down fastest? Again, joking aside. Oh wow, we're really excited today. You heard our Red Ranger and his quote. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Wall, take it away.
I am the Red Ranger. I'm here, and I'm going to drag the team all the way down.
Yeah.
The party.
With no help from me. All him. He's all gas, no brakes.
Yeah. This car doesn't even have brakes.
Yeah, see? He removed them. Those were slowing him down. He can't have that. Anyways, moving on with Ranger roll call. We also have, again, our new player, soon to be Ranger. I won't ruin the surprise. What's to be revealed, but I will allow her to introduce herself. No longer substitute, but soon to be real Ranger, or real Ranger to be revealed. That's what I like. I like that. Real Ranger to be revealed.
Yeah. About to play an entirely different character that nobody knows. Got a lot of stuff going on. That's all I can say about that.
Yep. Lots of behind the scenes plans from all my Rangers. Everyone's in the dark on this one.
Look, while everybody's busy partying, she's doing other things.
She was studying the blade.
Exactly.
Nerd.
She's Batman.
Well,
She's Batman.
Well, I have important news for you. You're Robin at best.
She's Batman. Well,
We'll see.
I don't know if she's as rich as Batman as Bruce Wayne, but yeah.
You don't have the perk for it yet.
yeah, got to spec into that. Or marry someone who's rich. I don't know.
There's actually two. Hey, you don't know anything about her parents. Maybe they're rich.
I think there's 3, but yes, there's a few of them.
Yeah, there's multiple ways to get rich.
I mean, I don't really think it matters.
Yeah.
But the best one gives you a car and like an apartment or something. It's really great.
Going the sugar daddy route, I see.
Yes, that's a good row. It's not available to the other rangers unless.
Look, she may or may not be or may not be rich. But she is at Angel Grove High. She's been at Angel Grove High. That's all. That's all I'm gonna give y'all.
and we're
We
keeping it
may
at
not
that.
even meet her today, depending on what these other clowns get up to.
We'll see.
True words. True words.
I got some big plans.
Oh God.
I got no plans, but a huge urge to derail all plans.
There we go. That's our team. Actively working against each other for the benefit of Angel Grove, the world.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Come on, we'll find out.
Someone will benefit from this. Damn it.
Tune in this time to find out.
Exactly. But on that note, we have one final ranger here for Ranger Roll Call. You know him, you love him. We have our Blue Ranger, Maximus Brainus Power. Where's the pim pim pim?
Hi guys, I've been watching a lot of 90s TV, and I like eggs.
Totally. I see your references.
Does Mr. Powers accept bribes for better grades?
Yeah, all adults.
I like eggs.
He likes eggs.
Take him quickly.
Yeah, egg him. He'll like it. He actually enjoys it. Do it.
If Amy comes from a rich family, maybe she can bribe her science teacher for better grades. That's exactly what we're going to find out today.
All right.
You just know that I'm very hard to please. I like eggs.
I like it.
Yeah, he likes his eggs a very specific way.
Exactly. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times?
It's up to you to find out how he likes them. Boiled, deviled, scrambled,
Right.
over easy.
Right. Maybe he just does the Rocky. He just drinks them soft boil. Yeah.
Oh God.
Cracks them right into his mouth. Just doesn't even need the blender. Protein.
Blenda, I hardly know her.
Get the fuck out of here. All right.
All right. Keeping this tightly well-oiled train on schedule. I will also say we're a bit on a schedule this particular Sunday. So we're going to try to get through as much story as possible. As one of our rangers alluded to, we have another character being introduced into the campaign. Hopefully we get to it today. If not, we'll be in a very good position to next episode. So again, win-win either way. But with that said, it's time for my Mug Brothers patented story recap exposition music. So let me go ahead and get that playing. In the last episode of our Valentine's Day special, we had the Rangers and Dusklurb, Terry, Kimberly, Maximus, Juan, all in different areas, keeping a watchful eye for this mysterious catfisher. With Kimberly keeping a vigilant eye from the balcony of the second story, with no distractions whatsoever. She was doing her best to monitor all of the speed dating tables, individuals, looking for suspects at large, while also on the ground floor, doing his part, participating in the speed dating, looking for someone to get him rock hard.
I found her.
And confirm, he did get rock hard. Everyone saw it.
It's true. I'm gonna get to that in a second. He did find such an individual. More on that shortly.
She made someone hard before me, that bitch.
He wasn't first, nor do I think he was last. I don't know. He might have been last. Go check the episode out. It's been a while. Jury's out. Check the tapes. He might be last. But again, doing his part under the ruse of being a participant of the speed dating. He was using his patented wall speed dating questions to get to the bottom of this mysterious catfisher. knowing that Bulk and Skull, those bozos, being seated next to him, trying to throw him off his game, to no avail. Of course, we had Terry, also doing reconnaissance, surveying Duskler, letting new participants in, checking on the dance floor, maintaining his party maestro status. Of course, we had Beef Supreme and Maximus waking up for their power nap in the hammock in the janitor's closet, or the custodian office. I believe it was tool time that awokened him from his slumber. Fully rested.
You gotta love that 90s TV, man.
Right, he likes it. I mean,
tangentially related, I found Home Improvement on Disney Plus like a couple of days after that.
oh, so
game.
that's where it landed. Makes sense, ABC. So check it out. Public service announcement. Home Improvement.
If you don't know the reference, go find it on Disney Plus.
Yep, Disney Plus. Do it before that price hike. I hear they're raising the damn subscription $2. So either enjoy that or cancel. You have till Tuesday at the time of this recording. Anyways, moving on. Maximus and Beef Supreme being awoken by the guttural yell of Tim the Toolman Taylor, still complete in Eskimo garb, was able to get
Finally.
all of the party denizens in a conga line, hop into Team Usher, past speed dating participants over to the party floor, where we heard various songs. Beef Supreme's iPod, his Zune that was plugged into the speaker system. Such as Shake That, Dun Dun Da 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 Da. Can't do any better than that, otherwise we'll get copyright struck. Jackies, It Wasn't Me. I'm pretty sure there was 3 Days Grace, maybe some Puddle of Mud. There was Righteous Tunes. And they were playing all throughout the dance floor.
Something like that.
As a team, were sticking to all of their positions, all of their roles, waiting to act at a moment's notice. We had one particular speed dating participant, female, kind of catch the attention of Wall, who had annoyed her with his patented three questions. I believe it was, how good are you at making men rock hard? To her annoyance and chagrin, got up and left the table, walked over to could only be described as a leather-clad biker chick with this flowing green and purplish hair, shades, at night in the club, which of course caught the attention of Terry, #1 bachelor, Angel Grove, as he walked up and tried to start a conversation, find out a little bit more about these two mysterious individuals. We had Kimberly meet someone from her past, also dressed in kind of biker attire. Mid-length hair, leather jacket, boots, jeans, plain white tee. Surprised her and threw her off her game, completely shocked at the sight of this person. She was, dare I say, swept off her feet. A rush of emotions, things that shouldn't be possible, suddenly are very possible. Against her better judgment, she indulged this individual, who revealed himself to be Axel. These two characters meeting again. The words may have been brief, but their embrace was very emotional. Two people that have been apart suddenly rejoined. Kimberly did have questions she eagerly needed answers to. Those answers would have to wait. For Terry, talking to this individual, welcomed her to the bar, while her friend took her place at the speed dating event. Bulk and Skull began talking to two of the speed dating participants at the same time, and upon asking his question of the night, finally got the response I think he was waiting for. This woman then lowered her sunglasses to reveal these very crimson eyes that targeted Skull and began turning him to stone in front of everybody. Panic soon erupted. With the quick thinking that Wall's known for, he immediately took out a gun and started blasting. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to harm this monster person.
Might have been if he hit.
Gotta love zero targeting. But it pretty much got the reaction he needed, which was people immediately trying to scurry away, leaving the speed dating event, trying to exit Duskler. Of course, when panic happens, most people in society don't know how to handle it. And of course, Skull was turned to stone. Bulk still attached to him, gripping his arm, fighting, trying to save himself. Again, Wall attempted to draw all attention towards himself, a selfless act. Unfortunately, with Bulk pinned down by his best friend, he too was eventually turned to stone. Not having a clear opening to morph, Wall did the best he could in the situation and continued blasting, hoping to make some kind of damage, get the attention away from the innocent bystanders and civilians. His teammates also working on their ends to help get as many people out, Conga lines were enacted, Rangers began to morph, Wall semi by himself, with Kimberly unfortunately being caught off guard at the sudden attack and turn of events. Did the only thing he could do and submit to getting rock hard, for he too was turned to stone. Terry, finding out that the denizen at Dusk Club happened to be none other than Scorpina, took it upon himself to handle her, and handle her he did. It was a night for people getting swept off their feet. First Kimberly, now Scorpina. Trying to reach to her compassionate side, if she even has one, didn't even go into any combat. Instead, he turned to bargaining, an attempt to woo her, catch her off guard. And it definitely worked. Of all the things Scorpina was expecting, that was definitely not one of them. Seeing it as a ruse and some kind of a trick, surely, she began to take hostages of Wall's friends that he invited to the party. Mary, Sally, and Joanna, hiding in the corner, being used as human shields against any eventful attack from Terry. But with a partial team up with Maximus, they were able to save Wall's friends and get them out to safety. Terry, using his pure charm, mesmerized Scorpina, offering her a deal. A win-win, so to speak. Her being able to act clearly, did what she could do, accepted his terms. Terry let her go. She walked away, leaving Das Klurb and this Medusa to fend for itself. Kimberly, having finally morphed, catching up with the rest of the team, doing what she could do. Careful not to hurt any of the civilians that were still making their way out in a panic. With some help from Juan, doing the team tactic of covering fire and some great use of his Wing Chun, were able to exhaust and damage this Medusa, just enough for Kimberly to land the final blow. With a volley of her arrows and this Medusa hiding on stage for cover, one of her arrows was able to hit a necklace. Upon shattering of this necklace, the Medusa erupted in a flash of bright light, and revealed to be none other than Amanda Sterling, the assistant of Mr. Powers back at the Blow Up Dolls program. With the club cleared and everyone miraculously turning back to normal, everyone caught up, decided the best course of action to take care of Amanda. Wall stayed with Terry to see about the damage to the property of Duskler, what was going to happen. Kimberly had to make a very fast exit. No one from the team seemed to mind. No one batted an eye or asked a question. She was able to leave. She caught up with Axel later, meeting a so-called friend that he had mentioned earlier, arranged for him to meet her that very night. That friend happened to be Rita Repulsa. Some words were exchanged, mentioning of a deal, holding their end of the bargain. Dennison put to sleep, including Axel. Rita opened a portal and signaled for Kimberly to follow her. Kimberly whispered some words into Axel's ear before leaving him alone, and she herself jumped through the portal, it closing behind her. It could be said dark days are ahead for the Power Rangers. But the night is still not over, which brings us to the continuation of the night. There's still citizens outside of Das Klurb, first responders arriving on the scene. Bulk and Skull swindling all of the liquor that they can carry. Harry and Walt in the club. We thus pick up today's episode with Juan and Maximus back at Blow Up Dolls, checking on the vitals of Amanda. We have Juan and Maximus with Amanda, no longer in Ranger form, but civilian, back to civilian clothing. Kind of have her laid out on like one of the little, you know, the, what are they called? The, I don't want to say timeout couches, but like your, the Silicon Valley, like the breather rooms. I feel like I need to take a break.
Ah, yes, the crime room.
Yeah, that room. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad we all agreed on what that's called. That room.
Terry sends people there all the time.
Yeah. Permanent naps. The forever naps.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Sometimes people just need a forced nap.
Yes. But we find our blue and our yellow ranger along with Amanda. And they kind of have her, like I said, resting, just keeping an eye on her. If there's some kind of, you know, transformation that could happen, anything wrong with her. Juan pretty much talks to Maximus and he says, "Oh man, that got crazy. I can't even believe what it felt like getting turned to stone, man. It was, they say your life flashes before your eyes, but all I could see was Angela and April. And oh God, my mom."
Yeah, that must have been really hard for you.
Story point. I was like, oh man, it was so hard, dude. This entire day has been nothing but hard. He's like, I could honestly go for a vacation.
Yeah, that sounds, it's oddly soothing. Just make sure you take a sweater.
Noted.
So, what are we doing with Amanda?
Well, I kind of didn't really think past that. I mean, we just wanted to make sure she was okay, first of all. I mean, obviously you would have her information, seeing as, you know, you're we're able to hire her, so you know her address. And do we call her like
I didn't hire
an
her.
Uber or?
I didn't hire her. I didn't hire her.
Oh, you did? Oh, I just assumed.
Beef Supreme did.
Ah, excellent taste. I never should have doubted Beef Supreme. And you see like Beef Supreme, he's like in one of those like little. There's like you have a custom made like think of like the little chair Yoda sat on and like in the chamber of the masters. It's like in the center. Does like a little curl, sits down.
I was actually more imagining like Grogu's little floaty pod, like a dog bed.
Perfect, but made for like a full-size dog.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yes, what your inventions? It's like, oh my god, that's incredible. Did you make that? As he's watching Beef Supreme kind of float in with his Jetsons technology.
Hey, Beef Supreme, can you handle the HR work for this?
And
He just
immediately
barks.
there's a bark that only you can hear, which you're studying of the language of the beasts. And as quickly as Beef Supreme hovered in, he hovers out. It's like, wow, so you can real talk just for a second. I know you've proven yourself to be very crafty with technology and you know a lot, but it's hard to tell sometimes. It's like can you actually understand Beef Supreme? Like I just hear barks. I don't think anyone else of the team hears.
I just assume I know what he says, and it just kind of works out.
Ah, good to know, good to know. And he kind of takes out like a little notepad in his pocket and writes that down. Just assume. Okay. Excellent. Well,
He's saying what you think he's saying.
writes that down. Could be important. He says what you think he says. 50% of the time, it works every time. Good, good. And as you're sharing like a kind of like, a bit of a chuckle, a hearty laugh as a break from, the fight, everything that happened at Dusk Club, you kind of hear Amanda not really wake up, but she kind of like lets out like a sigh, like tries to like bring up her head and tilt, but she kind of gives into the comfort and just like, I'll just back down. Juan kind of like rushes. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna check her pulse. And he grabs her hand, puts his fingers right below her palm on her wrist. And he's like, okay, he seems steady. I guess that's, that's definitely not bad. She has a little bit of like cuts, some bruising. Obviously some of those arrows were meant to defeat the Medusa. Had Kimberly had known that this was actually Amanda, had any of us known, I don't think we would have probably gone in, started blasting right out the gate. But what are we gonna tell her? He almost wants to say the first thing that comes to his mind, but he catches himself and he stops. And he's like, "Oh man, I'm just gonna let you, the adult, handle this. Let's get our story straight. What do we? How did she get out like these bruises and scrapes?"
She fell off the stairs.
It's like, damn it, that's what I was gonna say. That's horrible. Well, I mean, she has been like, and he thinks about what she told her earlier. He's like, okay, well, I gotta tell you something. Off the record, I guess when she was being controlled, taken over, turning into the Medusa, she's kind of been clocking in and just leaving. Not to say, that was fully her intent, but I'm not saying dock her pay or anything, but I guess it would kind of work out.
No, it's fine. I do that all the time. She does
Really?
for the best.
Damn. Well, if you weren't a ranger, that would have been the scoop of the century for Angel Grove. Teachers clocking in. Gross, absorbent amounts of pay. It's like, all right, well, he almost wants to write it down, and he crumbles, like, he tears out the notepad paper, and he's like, okay, I'll let that one go. All right, so
Yeah.
she fell down the
just needs some
stairs.
Yep. She'll be fine. She just needs some eggs.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get her an eggs basket. That'll cheer her up.
I'll make her a quick scramble. She'll be right as rain.
Perfect. Okay. So he's just kind of like jotting down what we're going to tell the team when everyone reconvenes. Had a late night, tried to work out. Work on catching up with her work that she should have had done. She missed her step coming down the stairs. Luckily, we were. I mean, how were we gonna explain why we were here at night? We're usually. What's our, our reasoning? We kind of want this to be like just ironclad. No, no suspicion. Granted, I don't think anyone's gonna be suspicious of us being heroes, saving her, but we just want everything to line up. You have any? It's like, wait, aren't we supposed to be working on projects? Like, don't. What's one of them?
Probably something involving eggs.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah, we have one of those, right? Egg drops. Yeah, we're making egg drop machines.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that in like the syllabus you handed out the first day of Blow Up Dolls.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. We got our story straight. We were here working on the egg drops, and then as like that's happening, Beef Supreme he hovers back in and he hands you the paperwork you were asking for.
Oh, see, it's all right here. Well, we were here working on the project statement for the next egg drop assignment for the students. I did some examples. She called up the stairs. Thanks, Beef.
Woof. And it's like, oh my god, I swore I could understand him that time.
Now you're getting it.
All right. As that's happening, Amanda kind of like actually opens her eyes finally. Oh, I have this splitting headache. And like the lights, because of like the fluorescent lights of like the building are like kind of just like blinding her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears you guys chuckling. It's like, Mr. Powers? And Juan? She tries to like roll to her side and like push herself off like the sofa, but she's like, not in a lot of pain, but she's definitely feeling, some of the aftermath of the fight. Juan's like, whoa, take it easy. And he looks at Max and he's like, does like the kind of like the reporter's wink. He's like, you fell down some stairs. We shouldn't be moving you. We shouldn't have moved you actually, per the instructions of first aid. But I mean, you seemed fine enough. But yeah, we've kind of been watching you, just keeping an eye on you. I don't know. I'll let Maximus handle it from here. We all signed waiver forms. People get hurt on school premises and stuff. I'll take it away, Max. I think Mr. Powers.
Yeah, you fell out some stairs. Nothing happened. Here's some eggs.
He's like, oh man, I guess I'm lucky to be alive. Thank goodness you guys were here. Is it just you two? Where's the rest of the Blow Up Doll students?
They're around. They might show up, might not. Just being vague as possible.
She's not going to remember this in the morning. Yeah. She like kind of props herself up very slowly. Like,
they might or might not show up.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, other than this headache, and she kind of like attempts to stand, but she can't really like balance on her feet. So she gets like, I'd say like maybe a foot off the sofa, and then she's gonna get her other foot off. She just can't do it. Ow. Okay. This might sound a little strange, but have any of you called 911 yet? Oh, yeah, Juan's like, he kind of like, okay, we wanted to, but we kind of like assessed the situation to see if that was required. You seemed pretty responsive. Luckily, the flight of stairs, you didn't fall all 50 flights. You kind of just like it was a one and done thing. You seemed responsive. You were conscious. We asked you some questions. You passed all the tests. You didn't seem to have like a concussion or anything. Although maybe you might with that headache you're complaining about. I mean, you feel like we should? I'm pretty sure Mr. Powers could drive you. I'm not too sure. Like, what's the billing on calling an ambulance? I've just tried to save you some money. You're banked up enough as it is. We don't need to hurt your bank account.
Like, are you sure you want to call an ambulance? We didn't want to put you through that debt when you seemed okay.
Yeah, she's like, can't even remember how much her paycheck was from the previous pay period. He's like, well,
pretty sure an ambulance call here is about 5K. So your call. You can call an ambulance right now.
Eyes immediately respond to the 5K. She's like, okay. And she kind of like snaps forward, and that hurts her back. Not severely, but enough to like really jolt her. Okay, well, would any of you feel up for at least driving me to the hospital? I think maybe I could get checked out. What time is it? As she sees like the sun has like clearly gone down. That's the last thing she remembers, it being like daylight still. He's like, yeah, it's pretty much the evening. It closed a little bit past 9. I mean, you were working here, from what we could tell. Well, we just didn't want to bother you, and luckily we heard your cry for help when your trip and fall happened. I'm pretty sure Mr. Powers will take you. And he's like, as soon as he's talking about checking on someone, and he's like, oh my God, April. Mr. Powers, you can handle Amanda, right?
About to get all the workers' comp.
Yeah, girlfriend's about to get paid.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, thanks. Yeah. I hope you feel better, Amanda. Again, pretty sure you're fine. Maybe just some light bruising internally. Again, I really don't know what I'm talking about. I've watched some NCIS, so I know a few things, but I think you're gonna make it. Get well soon. I gotta go. I'll see you guys when I see you. And then he lets himself out of the blow-up dolls, and it's just Beef Supreme in his hover seat. Amanda, who's kind of like trying to like compose herself. She's like looking at her like her completely like just torn and like worn out. Like, I just don't understand how like my clothes are so worn from a fall.
Yeah, the first of the doozy.
Yeah, that's this is my good shirt too. And she's like thinking of like how much it costs to shop at like the good shopping centers in Angel Grove. She's like, okay, well, I'm ready whenever you are. If you're gonna take me to the hospital, I really appreciate it. And she kind of like uses Beef Supreme to help prop her up, and he lends out a paw, and she's helps her to her feet. And
Are you sure you want to go to the hospital? Again, have Beast Supreme assess you. He's pretty good at that.
checked out by a canine. I definitely need to go to the hospital. I could have sworn you said we're gonna have the dog assess me.
Hey, he is very smart. He's a good
Oh my
boy, too.
God, I did hear you say that. As kindly and no disrespect, I think I'd like to have a human doctor assess me. And then she's like, does like a careful like a bow to Beef Supreme. It's not a woof. And his hover chair begins to go to the nearest exit, waiting for you, and Amanda to follow suit.
I'm just saying, what other dogs do you see on the hover chair?
Right, that's also a licensed MD. Not in the States, of course, but still licensed outside of the U.S.
Somewhere.
Yeah, licensed somewhere. Just not any of these 50 United States.
He comes out with a lab coat and glasses, like ready. He's like, no thanks, I'm good.
Yeah. That's another story point. You guys are up to. It was a good day to farm those. But anyway, so yeah, you pretty much you start walking her. You're very smart. This time you take the elevator. You make your way to your Cybertruck and you start heading over to Angel Grove Community Hospital. You pretty much check her in once you get there. Obviously they're asking you like, okay, we got it from here. Here's some paperwork we're gonna have you fill out on behalf of her. Next of kin, a status to applicant, and you're like spouse, family, medical questions that they would need to answer, sex, date of birth.
Yeah.
You have fun filling those out as best you can, knowing what little you know about her. One of the nurses is like, "Oh no, you don't have to wait. You can come in with her. Your girlfriend's gonna be fine. Don't worry."
What?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just assumed the way you were. Your sister, your friend. She's like waiting for you to like confirm how you know her.
In order to not complicate things, I just went along with it. Like, yeah, my girlfriend, sure.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Yeah.
said something else.
Yeah. Good sense of humor in you. That's gonna get you through the situation. Okay, well, follow me, and they situate you in a room. They kind of get her vitals checked. They get her on some fluids. We then check in from this scene back at Das Club, with Terry and Wall, who are last seen watching Bulk and Skull leave with a bunch of booze. We
I
see,
assume Harry's out of costume, right? Or
uh,
have I just
yeah.
been chilling with a Power Ranger?
Once Bulk and Skull pretty much left with like the bottles, it was safe to go back into civilian attire. So he's back in his suit, complete with the pit viper on the back. He's kind of just kicking around some of the debris.
Is it a good idea to have kids leave with all that alcohol? Not that I'm one to stop a party, but they probably got it from here.
It's fine. It's not like you can trace alcohol.
They could say where they got it. Kind of blatant. They are not sly about anything.
That's true. But at the same
Speaking
time,
of sly,
but if they're dumb enough to try and say they got it from here, well, then they'll just be charged with theft. So
it's fair.
It's like-
Anywho,
the commotion here
Speaking
was
of being
pretty well known.
you have a back door? I might need to hide my gun.
Of course, there's a back door.
I might need to hide a little bit. On the other side of things, I also need to deal with those two seeing the gun tomorrow. I might need your help with that.
Yeah, we can scrub the security tapes. I don't know about scrubbing them.
I'll think of something.
Yeah,
Maybe
can't we Men in Black them?
Yeah, we'll just flash him.
The neuralizer or whatever it's called.
yeah, the neural. Yeah.
Alpha. Hell yeah.
Hey, Alpha,
gotta
we
blow
need a
up quick.
deneuralizer. We got a Men in Black nuke. We got a Men in Black some people.
It's so useful.
Right. Yeah, neuralizing.
No,
We have the technology,
deneuralizing.
but we haven't tested it yet. Do you really
It's the
believe
unwanted
that
use.
the situation
Yeah,
calls
I
for
guess
such a
so.
drastic measure?
Probably not. I think I could deal with it, but it's gonna cause some problems.
Ay,
If
ay,
it doesn't
ay.
work out, or if this doesn't work out perfectly tomorrow, this could be a problem for me.
Well, I'll run some calculations and see what possible errors or side effects could possibly obtain from neuralizing individuals. But
You know what? I'll just deal with the consequences. It's fine, Alpha.
Yeah, I mean, how many problems can it cost? I put them in the hospital. I own the hospital.
I think I'll definitely need some moral support tomorrow.
all right, that I can safely assure we have plenty of.
Go team.
Yes, that's the spirit. Go team! Speaking of the team,
Yes.
I noticed that you all went separate ways. I teleported Juan and Maximus back to the youth center for the blow-up dolls. They said they were taking care of a civilian. I tried checking
Yeah.
in on Kimberly, but she's not responding.
Maybe she's having a fun night.
Hmm.
Who knows? It was a party. She does have suitors chasing after her. Forget his name. Ricardo? Is it Ricardo? She's got Ricardo
yes.
to end the night with.
Well,
Speaking of ending the night, actually, you know what? I can call Joanna and see if she can pick up my car and then pick me up. Actually, how sober are you? You know what? I can drive. I just need to not be with the gun and get the gun in the car.
did I hear you say gun?
No, you didn't hear anything. Shut up.
Alpha,
He said fun.
Yeah, you said fun.
I needed something to shoot the succubus with.
In fact, Alpha, engage Bender Protocol now.
For the voice command.
It's over.
Yeah. The data disk just dropped itself in his back slot. Bender protocol initiated, baby. All right.
Oh, good. Now that Bender's here.
Been a while since I partied with y'all.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately,
obviously-
you missed the party.
Why'd you can't stop inviting me? I could party better than all y'all.
We were on a mission. Anyway,
Mission to party without me.
Anyway, we're gonna need you to teleport some
Actually-
party items into a vehicle.
actually, yeah. Can we spend a story point to transport the gun into my car?
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Oh, hell yeah. So useful. Yeah, Alpha, do you mind transporting the gun to my glove box?
Yeah, no problem. I'll get right on that.
Or put me with the valet still has the fucking keys. Whatever, just move the gun. I'll worry about the car later.
All right. And then is again the Bender protocol. So For those that don't know, there was a special protocol initiated so that Alpha could party. He's a little more carefree, we'll say. And that's putting it lightly. He's like, all right. And he's like trying to remember as he starts like puffing on a cigar in the command center. Some robot beverage to the side. All right, how many cars have we got here? And he sees like, all right, more than 4. That's 4 too many. All right, I don't want to seem like I don't know what I'm doing. What are the odds that I get the right car if I just guess? All right. Wait.
Please do not guess. My fingerprints are all over this fucking thing. It cannot be missing.
Got you. Make sure to get the right car. All right. Don't worry. I got you. I'll handle this. The gun will be put in a glove compartment inside of a car.
My car.
Right. Your car. I know that. All right. He calibrates the teleportation. Just as easily as he can teleport things into your location, he can easily teleport things out. So, all right, just put the gun on a table or on the floor or something. I'll take it from there.
Are there any is there any alcohol left?
Yeah, there's plenty. There's still a fully stocked bar, like one of the other rooms.
Oh, okay, I'll put like the gun, and then as close as possible, I'll put like a couple bottles just right next to the gun.
Perfect. Hitchhike off the teleportation.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right,
I did
no,
tell
it's
him party
perfect.
supplies.
Yeah, the gun and only the gun is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this is some kind of gun. I'm getting some strange fluid-like readings from the magazines.
It's a water gun. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Yeah.
My kind of party. Anyway. All right. Teleporting the gun now. And he pushes one of the buttons on the command center paneling, and you see like a spectrum, kind of like a energy field around the gun and the bottles. And then they kind of just teleport away into a car's glove box. That should be Wall's car. Otherwise, bad things will happen. And he's like, all right, I safely in your glove box. Anything else you need me to do here before I go on break?
No, that's it.
He's like, all right, that was a
check
rhetorical question. I'm already on break.
Okay.
Yes, he's a little more carefree, this alpha.
We need to be a little bit more lax with the a little bit less lax with the bender protocols.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if that gun is somewhere it shouldn't be, it is infinitely more problems.
Wait, so remind me, the Bender protocol is like the sleeper agent, like phrase.
More or less, yeah. Once he hears like the vendor protocols are pretty much the "would you kindly."
Alpha lettuce Manchurian candidate him, and that's probably.
Yeah, he thinks he solved it, but he really didn't. It was just a false
I feel
memory.
like, I feel like we just solidify these code phrases.
Yeah, we have. No one can't change the code word. It's got to be something that he would never say himself.
Hey.
Yeah, hey. We've never heard Alpha say that. All of that's obviously over communicator, so you guys will have to figure that out some other time. But yeah, it's on the docket.
I'm walking here. Hey.
Bender protocols initiated. So as the weapon at large gets teleported away from the scene, again, technically no crime has been committed, but again, this could be very problematic for the Rangers. Well, one Ranger.
I don't know. Shooting in open fire inside of a crowded building is pretty frowned upon in most places.
Yeah, that's right up there with exceeding the maximum occupancy by one.
No, there was definitely a crime committed.
Not on opposite day.
Yeah, not on opposite day. Too bad that's not Valentine's Day.
Now,
Well,
I could have sworn there was still party things going on. I messaged pretty much everyone on my phone. All the numbers I got tonight, and the three girls I came with. Just, hey guys, it's still Valentine's Day. Who wants to continue the party elsewhere?
you immediately get a text back from Sally. Oh my God, you're alive. exclamation mark. And she kind of she starts sending you some pictures of outside Das Club, and you see that there's like a big, pretty much like police officers, first responders, paramedics have arrived. There's even like a news team like beginning to cover this.
Hmm.
And you
I should
get
probably sneak up the back. Or do I do this full on, or do I do this in the back? I'm asking Terry. Or I show him the pictures and be like,
Yeah.
should we talk to them, or should I get the fuck out of here? Or should I get the fuck out of Dodge?
Well, you can probably head out the back. As for your car, I've got. You think the valet's still here? Of course not. I have all the keys to all the cars still, so I can sort that shit out
Oh.
myself.
Well, you were allowed to be here. Just give me my keys in a little bit. I can probably tell you where the next party is.
Sure. Here's your keys.
Oh,
Make
you already have
sure.
them. Okay, cool.
Make sure your shit's in there, cause well, vendor protocol is
Yeah.
pretty lax on things.
I will definitely do that, and if it's not there, I will.
I've got three cars
That's
cars
normal.
to search.
I will get normal alpha to figure it out.
yeah, gotta watch those those Manchurian candidate phrases.
It's fine. The keys are still in my possession, so and well, ownership is about 80% possession.
Yeah.
The way I see
Well.
it, these cars are 80% mine now.
I would rather not like to kill you tonight.
Well, you have your
Yeah,
car
thank you.
keys.
Oh, okay.
As for
All right, well, you
my,
have fun with the rest of them.
yeah,
I head out the back, or I try and sneak out the back to not get arrested.
So as you're sneaking out the back, we kind of see up front a lot of people kind of just as soon as they got out of Das Club, they just started booking it. You know, who's gonna stick around when for an active shooter to walk out of the club? Other people, you know, tripped on each other. People were clawing. One person in a panic can kind of calm down, assess the situation, calmly react. A bunch of people in a panic, things get very scary very quickly. There's obviously some people that have like bruises, scrapes from just going against the floor, getting some of the high off of fear, like the adrenaline. People's eyes are just like, you know, their pupils are extremely dilated. People are like really tense. The scene can be said that there's a lot of people just calling home, parents, loved ones. There's a reporter. She's trying to get like the gist of what happened. Was there some kind of a probable cause? Does anyone have a good like eyewitnessing into who was the person? We see one of the news reporters, Cassandra. She kind of has like her microphone, her cameraman, Neil close at hand. She's like, "This is Cassandra. Late night news came in from KTAG. We just got a report of an active shooter happening at Das Club on Valentine's Day of all holidays. I'm here live on scene. From what I can gather, this recently just happened within the past 40 minutes. As you can see, people are panicked with people on their phones with loved ones. The cameraman kind of like, he pans to see people are like hugging and rejoicing. They're like, oh my God, we survived. I'm never partying again. I was just trying to hook up. People kissing, like, you know, husbands kissing wives, girlfriends kissing boyfriends, everyone hugging. She's like, we're going to try to get some responses from people that were in Das Club at the time of the shooting. And she goes up and she sees Lilith, who kind of like seems unfazed. And then immediately catches eyes with Cassandra, the reporter. Cassandra says, excuse me, miss. Ma'am, you seem to be very cool, calm, and collect. After everything that just happened, are you feeling okay? Are you just so stunned with fear about what happened you can't process your emotions? And then Lilith's like, oh, you're talking to me. Yes, ma'am. Everyone, we've tried to get some statements from the partygoers. So far, you're the only one to kind of be anywhere near coherent. What do you have to say for the events that transpired tonight? And she kind of moves the microphone over her to start talking. And she's like, damn. In her mind, in her monologue, I really wish I'd met up with the team. How the hell am I going to save Wall now? Please tell me Bulk and Skull are gone. And she kind of like tries to look for them to see if they're still there. And kind of like off to the corner, like behind the news van, they're emptying liquor into like, or not emptying liquor, but they're putting the bottles in like the typical like brown paper bags. And she's like, oh god, okay. And then she kind of like, she's processing all of this like as fast as she can. It's okay if you don't feel up to speaking, ma'am, we can go to somebody else. Rather than like, she's trying to think, if I don't say anything, try to control the situation. She's like, she begins putting on an act, like, and she immediately like, tries to go to like the best Oscar-worthy fake tear performance she's ever done. And she's like, I can't even. And she's like trying to like find the words. She's like shaking her head, wiping her eyes. She's like, it was just a regular speed dating event. I was here with actually some friends. Everything seemed to be going good. There was an Eskimo doing a conga line. There was some pretty awesome music. Everything seemed to be going well. It honestly just like, and she takes like a deep breath, and like her tears start to like come down. She's like, it just happened so quick. I like 1 minute I'm just like, and then like the news anchor Cassandra says like, take your time, dear, take your time. Like tries to like give her a hug and embrace her. She's like, yeah, it was just so fast. I mean, I really can't say what happened. I like, one moment I'm just hanging out having a good time, and then the next thing there's like fire. I hear yells. People are screaming and running, trying to get out. You know, I'm just lucky that the Power Rangers were here. She's like, the Power Rangers were here? She's like, yeah, they were here. I don't know what would have happened if it weren't for them. I'm pretty sure some guy tried to be a hero. As she like tries to stop herself from like laughing. Break her performance. Yeah, some civilian, someone took it upon themselves to try to like defend everybody. I mean, if you ask me, that, not saying it was a man, I mean, it could have been a woman. That person is a hero. It's like, a hero, you say? Well, you seem like you're very distraught. I'm glad that you're alive. From what we've seen, we have no casualties to report of. This is truly a miracle. Thank you again for taking some time to talk to us. We're going to let you go. As always, be safe. Take care. She's like, well, you heard it here. Apparently a hero in the mist in Angel Grove amongst an active shooting. This is Cassandra reporting for KTC AG. Of course, if anyone knows anything, I've spoke to the local law enforcement on the scene. They're assessing the situation. They're going to soon be entering Das Club to see if there's any evidence whatsoever that can be found to pinpoint to the events that transpired here today. But again, if anyone knows anything, feel free, be brave enough to report. We have an anonymous hotline. That's 1-800-TIPS.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. Any information could be vital. This corporate, whoever started this, could still be at large. And she kind of waits for like her cameraman to like, okay, feed's done. There's again police officers. They're checking on everybody. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like anyone needs any like severe medical help. But there are conflicting reports. Some people say like it was a guy who opened fire. There was like a woman. People swear like a statue appeared out of nowhere in the speed dating event. Bulk and Skull are still with their brown paper bottles. They're like,
Drinking
hey.
Mad Dogs.
Yeah, drinking Mad Dogs. They're kind of having a moment to this. I was like, hey, oh my God, Bulk. I can't believe I almost died. Not only that, you almost got me killed, Numbskull. How many times do I tell you? It's every man for themselves. You know what they did at the Titanic? It was every man for themselves. We have rules for a reason, Skull. You're right, Bulk. I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. But that's just 1 second. We're in a speed dating event with wall people, and then I just start turning into stone. And like he kind of like out of like fear, like pats his legs again, just like okay, yeah, I'm here in one piece. Oh God, Bulk. I think I need a hug. Not in front of all these women. Come on, Bulk. All right, fine. Do it quick. They do like the Drake and Josh quick pat. All right, there we go. You're fine. You're fine. Don't be such a wuss, Skull. I know. It's just you're here one moment and you're gone the next. I promise never to take this for granted in my life. He's like, he gets down on his knees in an open prayer, and he's like, God, if you're up there, I swear I'm gonna change. Starting, and he takes another swig of the Mad Dog. Starting tomorrow. And it's at that point, Bulk and Skull kind of like hear the shout out about the tip. Say, Skull. Yeah, what is it, Bulk? Don't they usually give out rewards for like anonymous tips reporting? And I was like, I mean, I guess so. Like, yeah, like someone misses a dog and they put up signs and they ask for any information. You don't necessarily have to return the dog, just like any information. You usually get a reward, right? It's like, I mean, yeah, I've never personally done it, but I assume that's how it works. Let's just say I think all of my troubles are gonna be a thing of the past. I was like, oh, that's good, Bulk. You're taking a vow of silence too? You know what? Not even you could bring me down from how good I'm feeling right now. Don't worry. Let's just say things are gonna start changing at school very soon. Ah, good. You think they're gonna have more law enforcement so that the shooter doesn't actively shoot up at the school? Yeah. You know what? I'm giving you a lot of passes tonight. Let's just get it out of your system. All right. Come on, Skull. We've got some thinking to do. All right, whatever you say, Bulk. So Bulk and Skull then leave the scene, having schemes of grandeur, we'll say. We cut back to Terry as the law enforcement kind of comes in now, and they start asking you some questions. Being as you were the host, you're in charge of the building. It's under your warranty and such. They kind of just like checking for any straggling survivors. Happen to catch you up at the bar, just like, you know, nonchalant, Captain Morgan pose. It's like, we got another survivor here. Sir, don't worry. It's going to be safe.
Yes, you're safe now. Walk with me.
These guys think Terry's a victim.
Yeah.
It's like, walk with me. So as Terry's gonna start heading out, start blasting music, light show towards the front door, and like smoke machines. So as we're exiting the building, well, as I'm exiting the building with the cops, I'm gonna address the reporters there as well.
Okay, so as you walk out with the police, you're kind of like, again, giving them the, I would assume as you're walking, just a quick talk. You kind of like give one of those winks to the reporter, Cassandra. She's like, okay, cameras up. Looks like we have maybe a statement, something to go. Her cameraman gets the camera back on his shoulder. He's like, all right, rolling. And 3, 2. And he gives her like the wave down there live. It's like, yes, again, we have maybe some new information. We have law enforcement escorting, it seems to be a civilian over. We're gonna try to get hopefully some more information. And she starts walking over to you, and one of the policemen like tries to reach for the mic before you, but obviously you get to it first. So yes, who are you, and what can you tell us about this intense situation in Angel Grove? And you now have the mic.
So it seems there was a misunderstanding here tonight. We had a show scheduled a sort of play scheduled for after the speed dating, kind of to close out the evening. But things went off prior to schedule. There was one of the actors had a prop gun filled with blanks, and because things were out of schedule and everyone was unaware of what was going on, a panic seemed to consume the scene rather quickly. Everyone was evacuated, as you can tell. So there may be lots of conflicting reports as to what happened. Fire, active shooter, it was all just big misunderstanding. Clearly, we're closing out for the night. Chalk it up to a failed evening for the most part. But on the bright side, everyone seems to have gotten in touch with their loved ones, and if that's not the spirit of Valentine's Day, I don't know what to tell you. That's all we have for today, or that's all we have to report for now. We will help the police with their investigation, but from what I can foresee, it should be a matter of open and shut case.
And she kind of like, before one of the cops can also like get their word in, she like instinctively grabs the mic. You're kind of like handing it back to her. And I was like, oh, and a Hershey kiss. She's like, well, it seems like it's a pretty straightforward case. Of course, I'm going to be checking in with law enforcement, but we have it here straight from the horse's mouth. It seems to be nothing more than a event gone a bit astray, kind of a larger reaction than anticipated. But again, as it was said, everyone seems to be fine. There doesn't seem to be any missing people, reports of anything. Everyone seems to be okay, other than just frightened. But we'll see how this turns out. Of course, we remind you of our hotline, 1-800-TIPS. If you have anything to report that could add to this, help speed up this investigation. Everyone is more encouraged to do so. I'm going to be following up with the law enforcement shortly. We thank you again, Mr. And then she like holds the microphone so you can say your name. For those that don't know you.
It's like, come on, everyone knows me.
And he begins to walk away. Well, there you have it. Well, we're going to be prepping for the interview. I'm going to check on with law enforcement. It seems like they're beginning to file some paperwork, asking more questions of this mysterious party host and what transpired here today. But rest assured, as soon as we have more concrete news, we'll be sure to report it. Again, I'm Cassandra Ramos, reporting for KTC AG. We'll keep you posted. And her cameraman gives her the okay, we're done. And she heads over to like some of the police officers who were like walking along with you, and she starts chatting to them about everything you said. Pretty much like, you guys are thinking way too hard about this. This is exactly what happened, I can tell you. Here like the plans. This is what was supposed to happen. So they're just verifying what you said, what was supposed to happen. If anyone else can cooperate, gonna try to like get some of the workers who are still on the scene as well. So it's just checking out what you said, making sure it checks out. But they do that. We get a very urgent and we'll just say in a panic, Juan running around the corner to the scene and just like in a kind of like a hurry, in a huff. He's just like, okay, she's got to be here. Oh man, I messed up so bad. We see Juan kind of like going through the crowds of people. There's some that are like consoling each other, other couples, friends of friends, and he's like, okay, April. He just starts shouting her name. April. People are like, kind of, who's this April? Why is she being her name shouted out? April. So he's shouting. That's almost like Marco Polo. He's like, April, Juan. April.
Jackass, it's February.
May.
Yeah, the New York attitude. Some of us are trying to sleep. We finally have April and Juan meet up. And it's like, oh my God, April. And he's like, he kind of like just like does a quick like rundown, checking to see if like she's hurt, shot, wounded, scared, frightened. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're okay. And he like gives her like a really big hug. She kind of blushes. This is like the closest she's ever been to him. And it's like, oh, all right, you're fine, right? Please tell me you're fine. And she kind of like, her emotions, snaps herself out of it. Like, yeah, I'm okay. I swear I'm okay. He's like, oh, good. I swear I didn't leave you. I was just trying. We were separated. I was doing what I could to help. all of the other civilians, the party goers, I definitely did not leave you. She's like, yeah, no, I know. It's not your fault. If we got separated, I did what I could. I got out. I kind of just waited. I assumed you were going to come out. I heard someone talking about a hero. He's like, was that you? He's like, oh, He has a moment in his head. He's like, do I take credit for that? Do I not? He's like, you know what? I don't know if I was the hero, whoever they were talking about, but I just tried to do my part to get people to safety. And if that makes me a hero, then yeah, I guess I'm a hero. It's like, but yeah, it was crazy. I was, I let some people. There's like a back way, for the staff, for like the liquor to get dropped off. I was just leading some people around the corner, and sure enough, like as soon as he says that, there's like a group of people that came out the back end. Wall may or may not be in that crowd, that herd of people. And he's like, yeah, I don't think anyone was hurt. It's like, did you hear anything? Like, is anyone missing, or is it, someone die? And she's like, no, Ramos is actually doing a live reporting. It's so crazy. I was hoping she was going to ask to interview me. And he's like, oh, someone's already covering the story. He's like, damn. Gets a paper from out of his back pocket. He's like, well, rips that up. Looks like I can't get the scoop. He's like, all right. Well, again, I'm glad you're fine. He's like, you're like, you're not lying to me, right? I mean, he's like, he's looking at some of the surveying people in the area. Some are still in tears. Others are just like taking deep breaths. There's paramedics just checking, blood pressure stuff, vitals, going at a few groups at a time, walking over to the ambulance. Police officers are starting to walk by and they're like, okay. They have like the megaphone speaker. It's like, all right, we're officially shutting this scene down. You guys don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So we're going to ask you all calmly to move away from the premises. We're going to be locking down these nearest blocks. We want you to take this road. You all have 10 minutes before we lock things down. So if you came here in a vehicle carpool, now is the time to leave. And the cop puts away the megaphone speaker, and pretty much people they feel comfortable leaving, getting to their cars, valet and such, start making their way for an exit. Well, that's one way to spend Valentine's Day, right? And he kind of looks over to her, half sarcastically. He's like, yeah. She's like, and then her, like, emergency light goes off in her head. She's like, oh my God, did you tell? Do our parents know where we were at tonight? I tell my mom everything. So, knowing her, they definitely know we were here. Loser. Yeah, he hears Terry everyone across the crowd. No, I'm not. He's I think before anything else crazy happens, I think it's best if I take you home. She's like, yeah, oh my God, my parents are gonna flip. Yeah. And then she immediately, like, without his acknowledgement, starts walking like to his car. He's like, all right. While she's like getting like 15 feet ahead of him, he kind of like goes over the risk communicators. He's like, guys, I'm gonna take April home. Just giving you an update. Maximus is with Amanda. They're at the hospital. She seems okay, at least from what we could tell. Of course, she's gonna get checked out, by a proper physician. He'll probably update us on the situation there on his end. But I'm probably just gonna call it from here on out. So if anything happens, stay safe. Hopefully this whole thing with the shooter, and he kind of like, he doesn't say Wall's name, but he kind of like, he's putting two and two together. We might have to reconvene, make sure our stories are straight, and make sure no one can absolutely identify our whereabouts that we were here tonight. Amanda she seems to have some memory loss, especially the last day or so. So I don't think that's going to be an issue with her. But again, we just want to make sure we have our stories straight and no loose ends. But yeah, if anything happens, just reach me on communicator. I'll check in with you guys as soon as I can. And he starts his car. He gets his keys and he drives April back home to the Hamada residence. We turn back in with Terry. So you recently got interviewed. You notice that people are starting to leave Dusklurb for the instructions of the law enforcement. What is your current action right now?
I'm going to wait for everyone to go away so I can search the remaining vehicles
Perfect.
whose keys I still have.
Yes. While Terry's doing that, we jump back to Wall. Wall, you've pretty much you've been getting slight updates from Sally. She's like, cops told everyone to scram, and we got 15 minutes. She tells you about like the your friend said that there was a hero. Someone took like the initiative, so there might have been like a vigilante. Obviously, she doesn't know that you're the one who fired the shots because she was over at the party side of the Dusklurb. So she's again just giving you some information you may already know.
Okay. Am I at my car yet, or have I gotten to my car?
I would say right now, were you looking to get like blend in with the crowd leaving, or were you waiting for you to go alone?
I was gonna leave as soon as possible, kind of completely get out of Dodge.
I think like one had said there was the group of people that were exited through the back end of Dusklurb. So I'd say it'd be more than easy enough to just sneak in with them. No one's gonna really be looking for the active shooter and like realize that you're there. So you can blend in with the crowd and easily just walk with them. And they're
So, the first thing I do when I get to my car is I want to check to make sure the stuff in the glove box is hidden, hidden like it normally is.
yeah. As soon as you get there,
and the dagger to my keychain.
Perfect. Yeah. As sketchy as the Bender protocols were looking, Alpha under the Bender protocols definitely came in. Like he said, definitely wasn't alluding to him just guessing. But everything that you want it to be specifically there is there, and including those water magazines.
Oh, good. The water magazine.
Yeah.
I hide the gun appropriately in the glove box and move the bottles to the back. Actually, are they open? Well, they actually know to secure that shit properly.
Yeah.
Actually, he's underage. He actually needs to hide it in the trunk. Okay.
Yes.
I'll hide them in the trunk with the other contraband in the trunk.
Excellent. Yeah. You pretty much do that.
All right. And then I will message. Once I finish sorting all of that out, I will reply to Sally and be like, okay, I've sorted some stuff out. I'm going to go pick you guys up. Just let me know where you are.
And then you see the speech bubbles start popping up. Yeah, we figured we were just going to go down a few blocks. The street. Maybe there's like a corner parking lot that you could just meet us there. We'll text you the street that we're at.
Corner parking lot, got it. And I turn on and zoom off. Even in trouble, Wall will not obey the laws of the road.
Yeah, even with the cops in his close proximity, he still does not obey.
Fuck you!
Yeah, starts blasting "fuck the police."
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's about sending a message, and they hear it to you because your card does not have that perfect seal. It rattles at a certain lyrical phrase as you zoom by. But yeah, they're cops can't really pay attention to that. Like it catches their ear, but they're making sure all possible avenues to be investigated are thoroughly investigated. Everything checks out per what they were told. Putting the caution tape around the scene, making sure no one else comes in or leaves that looks suspicious. You make it to the corner parking lot down the street. Sally, Mary, and Joanna are definitely waiting for you.
Okay. When they get in the car, I inform them that I was the hero. I was a hero tonight, guys. And I just ramped myself up the whole time. It was so much fun. I got to fight with the Power Rangers. I'm a fucking hero. This is cool. And I feed them the story of how I saved the day with the Power Rangers.
Yeah, they're like, here's the degrees of how how do I word this? This is the varying degrees of
they couldn't have done it without me there.
Joanna straight up believes you. She doesn't bat an eye at all. She's like, yeah, I know a hero. This is awesome. Oh man, this is just like the movies. And Mary's like, so Joanna straight up just believes you, doesn't second guess you at all. Mary,
Awesome.
she believes you, but she kind of like knows you're embellishing a little bit. Like, okay, she like believes 75% of what you're saying, and it was like the other 20. Sure, that happened. Okay, yeah. You definitely. Oh man, definitely fought with the Power Rangers.
She saw the Power Rangers there.
I mean, she did, but she didn't see you with the Power Rangers that she saw. She's like, I definitely saw that black one and the blue one.
So how was
And
your
then-
guys' night?
Yeah, and then Sally's just giving you that Tobey Maguire face. Oh yeah, a real hero. Doesn't say anything, but just looks at you and gives you that look. She doesn't want to ruin the high that Mary and Joanna are on. Now that they're friends with the hero. She's like, oh yeah, you definitely saved the day. Dare I say, I don't think the Power Rangers definitely could have done it without you. She's like, yeah. Joanna's like, yeah, Sally's right. Oh, man, those Power Rangers are so lucky that Wall was here at the party. I mean, quite frankly, she's like trying to like mooch off of your heroism. She's like, in a way, we're kind of heroes. She's like, I didn't even tell you what happened to us.
Oh yeah, what happened to you guys? Did you guys get to meet the other side of the Power Rangers?
She's like, did we? And like Joanna's going like full on like fan fiction. She's like, yeah. Mary got held hostage by like this crazy looking like scorpion lady chick.
Oh.
And the Black
Power
Ranger
Rangers
was
didn't
like,
tell me that.
yeah. And like Mary's like, unfortunately, yeah, I was held hostage. She's telling the truth. Sally's like, yeah, that actually did happen. She's not making that up.
Wow, that sounds scary.
Joanna's
All
like,
I
I
got was
wasn't
rock
scared. Yeah. I just thought to myself, what would a Wall done? And at first I thought about jumping in your car and driving away, but then I was like, I don't know where your car parked because we didn't park it. That guy did. And second, I don't have your keys. That guy has the key. So obviously I did with the next best thing, and I told that scorpion lady, I was like, hey, well, go like retroactively adding that you're already a hero.
Well,
You've always been a hero. She knew. She always knew. It's like, you think those Power Rangers are scary? Just wait. Just wait till you see Wall come by. Man, him and his car, undefeatable. And I swear she let go of Mary instantly on the spot. I was like, yeah, you better watch out. And then the rest was kind of like a blur. I just like the Black Ranger picked up the evil lady and he walked her out. It was crazy.
did he now? Interesting. I gotta maybe make some calls. I say that last part under my breath. That sounds like an exciting night. Well, I managed to score some booze. It's in the back seat. You guys are free to help yourself. Actually, no, I put it in the trunk. It's in the trunk.
Yeah, in the trunk. Yeah, and they go
But
through like the.
We don't
Good.
have to end the. I know a decent camping spot. We can end the night out there.
I was like, all right, that's the best news I've heard since this whole fiasco started.
Aside from fighting with the Power Rangers, I also scored us some booze.
Yeah, you really are a hero. Just Joanna just gassing you up.
Yeah, I am a hero. Don't anyone in this car forget.
Yeah. She's like, oh man, I can't wait to tell everyone I know a hero. She's like already starting to like go on her phone. Trying to think of like a cool hashtag to add to your image.
Mysterious street racer.
Right,
Actually, no,
mysterious.
everyone knows Walt Parker.
Yeah,
Everyone
knows.
needs to know it's Walt Parker.
Yeah. Everyone needs to know.
Honorary Power Ranger.
Yeah, honorary Power Ranger.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, as you're like brainstorming like the hashtag to use. She's like, yeah, that's the one. All right. And then she goes back on her phone and she starts like trying to craft like the best post she's ever made. The hero, what it was like, her first hand account. Pushes send, and then she just like puts her phone back in like in her purse. She's like, oh my god, this is our lives are forever gonna be changed. Sally's like, yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen, Joanna. Enjoy it. You deserve it. She's like, yeah, both you and Wall were heroes tonight.
I'm driving to like the outskirts of where the command center is, like just before it like splits off, in case I need to like in case I need to physically hide.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. You can drive out, but basically to like the canyon part of Angel Grove. Basically, it's like you think of like going back to where the you had the senior welcoming party, like that canyon that was used. Yeah. So you're basically back there. You're like, you know this place too.
Yeah. I'm like using the masking of the command center as masking for myself. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Perfectly. Yeah. That'd be no reason for you to be stopped or anything. So, yeah. So you definitely go there.
Cops think they can stop me.
As that happens, pretty much the rest of the night kind of flashes by. Juan does make it home, or he is successfully able to bring April back home. It turns out that his mom was having such a good time with the Hamadas that they completely missed like the live TV. They were like a little tipsy. They had like didn't even know that there was like a situation that happened, and they were there on it. Then they don't bring it up. Wall's like, it's best to kind of just let them find out tomorrow. No need to like panic them.
I also messaged Terry where the next party is. Or I messaged the group about new party location is right outside the command center. You should bring that scorpion lady with you. I could show her what happens to when people kidnap my fucking friends.
Lilith replies before Terry can. Scorpion lady, huh? Exclamation.
Don't worry, I already made it perfectly clear to her. She was very naughty, and I'll punish her accordingly.
Instantly get a smug face emoji from Lilith.
Too much fun for her. She needs to pay.
Needs to pay. It's that gif of the Boondocks. You better pay what she owes.
Yeah.
Juan's like, damn. I don't remember that happening, but I don't know about a party, guys. I'm just happy to get April home in one piece, and I'm watching my mom. Turns out she had a bit of fun herself with the Hamadas. I'm going to brunch with them this weekend apparently, so I don't know. I'm gonna feel that one out, but if you guys do meet up for the party, enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you all at school.
Loser, gotta go hang out with his mom.
Wedding bells and wedding ring emojis.
And he sends out like the prayer, one can hope, and then the tear eyes laughing emoji. I'll take it one step at a time. He's like, all right, catch you guys later, and he gives the waving hand emoji. Maximus, any updates from the hospital that you want to send the text via the group chat?
Yeah. I took her to the hospital, and I guess she's in.
I gave her some eggs. You will what? I was like, you did what? Please tell me that woman is fine. 3 exclamation
I'm a
marks.
doctor.
No,
That's Beef Supreme's biz. Here, I'll put him on the phone. Beef, how's Amanda doing?
I also remind Alpha the Magnificent is active. I tell Alpha the Magnificent about the party outside the command center.
He's like, the party outside the command center. That's very interesting. Because I have a party inside the command center. I'll check out your party.
Alpha, I can't invite civilians into the command center.
Definitely sounds like a you problem. Well,
Well, guess there will be 2 parties around the command center, in the vicinity of the command center.
I guess so.
One party will definitely miss Alpha the Magnificent.
crying robot emoji. The fact that he's gonna have to miss out on a party. Ooh, right in the feels. While that's happening, the speech bubbles have been going off for Maximus, and he's crafting his full response about the update on Amanda. So I'm gonna let him continue with that.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Beef Supreme can just give you guys a briefing on her condition. Go ahead, Beef. He was like barking.
Woof, woof, woof. And then you see like 3 paw prints, emoji paw prints appear in the group chat.
Good boy.
There you have it.
There you have it. She's gonna be okay.
It's just like a bunch of dog emojis and paw prints, and then a thumbs up at the end.
yeah. Exactly. Yep. That's. I can tell you the group is at ease now.
As Terry's shaking his head,
Yeah.
he's gonna make a phone call to the hospital.
Yeah.
Have her moved to a certain floor.
Yeah. Don't worry, she'll truly be safe.
No,
But-
she's fine. She just got conkizzled.
Yeah, a little conkizzled. She's gonna be all right. Everyone of the team is like, okay. Gives the
Yeah.
thumbs up to the message. Pretty much everyone has their pretty much Maximus stays the night with
Amanda, waiting for her to get discharged.
yeah till she gets discharged. Making sure she's situated. Least you could do.
Discharged and then regular charge.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, you look through her purse. Make sure they charge her card.
I hope you got health insurance.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if only she was full time. those benefits really do kick in. Yeah, so giving the office clerk her proper information. That gets squared away. She's gonna be okay. Wall continues the party with Sally, Mary, and Joanna outside the command center on a case that he needs to make a more let's say more effective vanishing. Lilith is like, no one bats an eye that like Kimberly hasn't really responded or done anything. Everyone kind of just like, she did say she had something to do. She's gonna check in later. Everyone kind of got like their end of like the whole situation wrapped up. So it seems more or less it's like, okay, well, we'll hear from her soon enough. Alpha party's out. Zordon got like not shut down, but on hibernation, so he couldn't stop the partying in the command center. I thought Zordon could. He could take a power nap. Well, look at my moves. Alpha's he has like one of those disco balls again. Just start hang down, retract from the ceiling. Mr. Roboto starts playing. He starts doing some of his moves throughout the night. Oh yeah, who's great? Alpha's great. The night pretty much ends. All the Rangers have, I think, what could be in terms of satisfactory ending to a crazy day. One Valentine's Day for the books. You catch up with certain residents of the moon, though. Portal opens. Rita walks through it. We have the usual cohort. Rita hangs out with Squat, Babu, Finster, Goldar, Orpina, Goldine. All kind of just, dare I say, relaxing. I don't know how Goldine found a rocker, but she got a rocker by the balcony. She's just rocking. Goldar's working on his superior sword form that he'll use to smite the Black Ranger one day. Squat and Babu telling jokes. Finster crafting something with his clay. As Rita draws closer. My Empress, you've returned. Yes. And I have news for everyone. It seemed we have a new ally. Excellent. This will be exactly what we need to crush those Rangers once and for all. What evil, diabolical cohort have you broken a barter to aid us in our fight? They would have to be pretty sinister to join us. Yes, you could say that. In steps Kimberly. Ah! Everyone immediately on edge. Goldine and Arak are just completely like, what? Flips backwards. Scorpina still just like letting Terry's his offer, his deal sit with her. Under her breath, she's like, I can't believe I have to do this. Kimberly comes out of the shadows. The portal closes behind. Immediately, it gets very, very quiet. It's like if there were a tumbleweed on the moon, it definitely would like be rolling by right now. Goldar immediately rushes, has his sword at her throat, lifts her up off her legs, holds her in the air. Rita, in reaction, grabs her staff and moves his blade away without harming her. Goldar, is that how we treat a guest? This is no guest. This is some kind of a trick. A trap! She's not to be trusted. Kimberly kind of like, as he's like holding her up by like her jacket. I'd normally say the same thing under normal circumstances, but has to really swallow like this frog in her throat. We're allies. Release her. I said release her. And he relaxes his hand. Her feet touch the ground. Looks at like the claw marks in her jacket. She's like, man. This is gonna be hard to explain. Yes. Everyone, meet a new member of our team. Yeah. Since when do we work with Power Rangers? I guess starting now. What an interesting gambit. Goldine finally comes to her feet. She's like, oh, this is gonna be good. Scorpina's kind of like marches off, doesn't even want to be part of this conversation, and she goes into like a separate secluded chamber. As she's walking by, Rita's explaining the opportunity that brought Kimberly into their group and the plans she has and how it's going to finally take down the Power Rangers once and for all. That Black Ranger. Scorpina, she's like feeling things she's never felt in such a long time. And she kind of again sees you playing back in her head. Like a Terminator just walking. Expecting to fight, and then you sweeping her off her feet. Carrying her across the threshold of Duskler. Her heart kind of like skips a beat. It's a trick. It's got to be a trick. That's the easiest, that's the only logical explanation. Now be ready for him. And she kind of like, almost like she wants to cough, like just vomit in her mouth again. At the fact that she has to go on a date with Terry. And she does the typical, like she'll be in her room, she throws her head in the pillow and screams. The weekend passes. We're back to the next week, first day of school since the whole active shooting. It's pretty much made the rounds. Everyone who's anyone knew about the party. They knew what happened at the party. Talk of a hero, rumors of a certain who the hero actually is. We see footsteps of someone who's always been there at Angel Grove. They walk through the gates. This mysterious new character. Having caught up with current events, the shooting at Dusk Club, what's kind of your what's on your thought right now coming into school?
Okay. So this person, she's wearing like dark blue jeans and like a super dark purple, almost black tank top. I guess one of those like sweaters that zips up. It's not like a hoodie, but just like a sweater that zips up in the front. It's February, right? So it's still kind of cold, I guess.
Correct,
I don't know.
correct.
Angel Grove's in California, right? So it's not like snow, but so she's on her phone, kind of just like she's not in the she's kind of always just been in the background, right? So she keeps tabs on like what people are saying on social media, but she's not like an active participant in it. So you see this girl with like light brown hair up in a high Ariana Grande ponytail. And she's just got her like typical present day teenager, like her her nose behind her phone, just checking what is on social media about the Valentine's Day stuff. She's done the thing with April, right? So she supported April as the Angel of Angel Grove. So she's just checking like social media. So what are the vibes that she's getting when she's checking her phone?
So, to get back to the Angel of Angel Grove campaign, yeah, no, that was a huge success. Especially knowing that word got out that April was actually at Das Club when the shooting happened. They almost lost an angel. Juan pretty much like truly is an angel. No casualties, no missing people. Everything that it said it was is like it was just a big misunderstanding, a party mishap. It's like a miracle that like no one was, severely injured. She truly is the angel. Everyone kind of like, well, I'm not gonna not back her now after that. She survived an active shooting. Everyone made fun of her. I'm not gonna clown on her. That's, it would be like the utmost, just awful take. You'd have to be pretty low if you were gonna do something like that. So complete 180.
She walks by someone who she noticed the previous week was clowning on April and like gives them like a dirty, mean look and like just silently judges them and intimidates them. Like, her presence is just like
Instantly felt.
without saying a word, she's basically just communicating with a glare like, you suck. I hope you feel bad about your life choices. And she just glares at this kid. And then she, as someone who doesn't take things at face value, does she believe all the stuff people are saying? Or is there, because I feel like it's reasonable for her to be like, oh, this is social media, people lie all the time. Is it reasonable for her to have that assumption?
Oh, it's definitely reasonable. And in fact, the one social media post that caused her to have doubts is from this one Joanna girl. Claimed to have insider information, knows the hero. Partied with him after his heroic deed. It doesn't seem like it's so outlandish that she's like obviously lying, but like, okay, something is like, not all of it is adding up. That can't possibly all be true, Maybe there's some nuggets of truth to that.
Sure. Yeah, she just walks into the building and heads to her locker to get ready for her first class of the day, I guess. And she responds to Joanna's post with like a gif that's just like, yeah, right, and then like whoever in the gif is rolling their eyes or something. Like she just makes one of those like really sassy things. She's empowered because social media, you can say whatever you want, nobody knows who you really are. Nobody knows who she is because she's not one of those super popular social media people, right? Some people are just, who it is, but she's just,
flying under the radar. Yeah.
So she's just looking at social media until she gets to her locker. What would you say is like the vibe in person as she's walking down the halls to her locker, of just like the energy
The
that
energy
she's walking into?
I say the vibe of the school is pretty much let's see, if the vibe last week was like, you better skip town because you're never gonna have a normal life in here. April, now it's like, oh my god, we're so lucky to have April. It's like everyone is gassing her up. She's it's they really are treating it like it's a like a, oh my god, I can't believe like that happened. Like what divine force, like took this woman on, or this girl on like this trajectory to like go through all of these things during the day, and then to go through that horrific event at night, to come out of it like unscathed, like stronger, better than before. Like,
Um,
so
I
everyone's like, just I would say like a little bit of surprise and like,
uh, while I'm in my locker, can I do alertness check just to kind of see what I can hear in passing
yeah,
of like chatter?
of course, of course.
Great. I guess it's not really insight. Let's see. What are we looking at? Nice. What do I hear with a 15?
Okay, so with a 15, you hear a lot of different things. Two things stand out to you. One, there is talk about future plans of how the the Angel of Angel Grove dating show is going to be handled going into the future, off of like what some of the more the student body that was involved, kind of like the newspaper, the video production students. You also hear some people are like, there was a hero, there wasn't a hero. Some people say that like someone said they're gonna like they know the real scoop about what happened, and they're gonna be revealing all the information soon enough, whatever that means. So even though things have been like factually stated in a police report and it's been released and this is the story and that's what it checks out, there's like, I guess you could say like a quiet movement about that's not actually what happened and it's a cover up. So so people, those that care, kind of just like, you can't trust the media. It is what it is. Other people are like, I don't know. If there wasn't any issue, why is there someone speaking up and saying that that's not what happened? So, people are just like skeptical, I'll say. Some people are skeptical,
Okay.
some are okay with it.
What do I know about the person I heard speaking up? Who is this person? Do I know them?
You wouldn't really
random
know
person?
them. You didn't catch a name per se. It's more like you just heard like, yeah, I heard somebody said that they know
Well,
exactly what happened. More like a think of like a I heard from a friend of a friend type of thing. It's like it's removed enough where they don't even know specifics themselves. It's just what they were told. Think of like
okay.
yeah, what's that phone call when you one person reads the message and it just completely gets changed by the time it gets to like the 10th or 8th person. So
Uh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool. I'm gonna go to class, I guess.
Okay, perfect. So as you start making it to your first period, we check in with some of our other students. We do see Maximus, seeing as you are part of the faculty and staff, you were there early. You're getting ready to collect on those Shrek haikus that the students promised you for a bump up in grade. There's like a few things that gotta be star testing. That's on the on the calendar. Spring break is gonna be coming up soon. That's gonna be a fun 2 weeks for everyone. Nothing bad will happen there.
Oh,
You did get a message about from the principal. There was there wasn't enough time with the events that happened for an actual like full on staff meeting to go over it, but everyone was emailed a list of notes to talk about with like students. Yes, there was an active shooting that happened from the police report. No one was seriously hurt. Everyone actually miraculously came out okay. Some students might be frazzled. Maybe someone is like that's a family member of someone that goes here, and people might be on edge. But just to reassure the students, like, you guys are safe. Angel Grove takes its security very seriously. You guys have protocols and stuff. If everyone needs like any help, or if someone they know needs help, you're gonna give out like pamphlets of information, or you're gonna write it like information on your whiteboard to give out. So just to
course.
kind of cover the
Yeah,
bases of the student body.
yeah. I give out a statement. Security is very important to us here at Blow Up Dolls, so that's why we issued everyone Glocks.
Yeah, everyone gets Glocks. In order to beat a weapon, you need to know how to use a weapon.
And power
No,
guns.
everyone just needs a key.
Yeah. Yeah. Glock. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
American.
Damn that loudspeaker. He meant to say locks. Everyone has locks. Remember to lock those doors.
and fun training.
Yeah, and fun training. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna make those announcements, of course, for blow up dolls and to such. You're getting that prepared.
I'm probably need a decap set for the water guns.
Yeah, yeah, the water gun. Yeah, you did get a message over the weekend from Amanda, thanking you for taking care of her. She's like, you haven't replied to it, but it says, "Hey, sorry for the whole, emergency situation. Super glad you and Juan were there. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there. I really appreciate it. Thank you for, going above and beyond. It's not taken lightly. She's gonna definitely she doesn't say she's gonna pay you back, but she's beating around the bush of I'll make sure to be twice as effective at work and make sure that the fridge is already stocked with the science yogurt." So she's definitely appealing to your good side. She hasn't got the $5,000 check yet from the hospital. So we'll see how long that lasts, but she thanks you. And it's up to you if you want to reply to her right now before the day starts, or
I'll reply back right now. I'll say "Hey, don't worry about it. I'm glad you're recovering well. I sent Beef Supreme over with a present for you." And he kind of floats by and gives her a gift bag with yogurt and scrambled eggs and one of the leftover Valentine's Day cards. So she gets kind of flustered and she opens it, and then all it says is "Don't sue."
Yeah, don't say, yeah. Perfect. Well, I expect nothing but a wholesome response from that at the end of the day. Perfect. Expertly handled. You are now ready to effectively teach the youth. Anything else you want to add before we end?
Yeah, where's your story point at?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we deserve a story point.
All right, one more story point. That's it. You guys are up 3.
I'm gonna need those.
Yeah, for what happens next. All right. We'll leave it on a high note. Award the story point. Kids are starting to come in.
But
You have a couple.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, leave it at that. Excellent.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Sorry. We're talking over each other.
Yeah. Juan's also there, bright and early. He's actually hanging out with April. He's kind of he's not. I don't want to say showing off the whole newspaper and his investigative skills, but he's giving her a proper tour. Everyone kind of has the ooh. They're hanging out. They don't interfere or ruin their vibe, but he's hanging out with her. They're talking. As the day has started, the bell has rung. Everyone's starting to get to class. Seems like you're gonna have a pretty good day. If anything happens, just let me know. But I'll catch you at lunch. And she kind of tells him the same thing. He's like, yeah, feeling actually pretty good. I don't think anything can ruin how well I feel right now. He's like, yeah, that's the spirit. And he kind of gives her not a hug or anything, but a wave. See you at lunch. And then he walks off, his backpack over his shoulder. Not exactly late, but just enough. How do I phrase this? We have a a car zooming into a parking lot. Not early, but just early enough. Or just in time enough.
To prove a point.
Exactly. To prove a point. We see Bulk and Skull by the parking spot outside his truck.
Did they
They're not-
beat me? What the fuck?
No, they were there pretty early. They've been waiting for something or someone.
Did they take my spot? What the fuck?
No, they didn't
That's
take
not
the
how this
spot.
supposed to go. Oh,
They
good,
know
good,
better.
good, good.
Yeah. Surprisingly, they didn't take the spot. But they're like
Weird.
right
Okay.
next to you. As you get out, you
You-
just see them.
Also, I parked my bike
You
in that
guys-
spot.
Well, they're gonna have a problem with you later. So, but for right now, sorry. Go ahead, Walt.
You guys successfully beat me here and don't even take the spot? I'm surprised you guys even beat me here, but guess I need to start showing up sooner. Anyway, see you later.
And again, they don't say anything. They kind of give you like a smirk, and then like Bulk whispers something into Skull's ear, and he goes up the. I can't wait. It doesn't really phase you. They've never really bothered you before, other than like the first week of school. So, you know, that honestly, that maniacal laugh could be about anything.
Nothing wrong. Can't do anything to me.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm a
Walking-
hero.
He's walking on sunshine. Whoa. Exactly. Nothing can bother you. You walk in directly to your first period class. Nothing's bothering you. Completely unfazed. You're there in class. We pick up with Terry, who's supremely pissed off because someone is at his parking spot who shouldn't be there. So you're still on your bike, like immediately behind his truck. What exactly is your first course of action? Oh, and you should also know it's 100% apparent that you know this is Bulk's truck.
Oh, perfect. Let's see, because I have the stats to do so.
Perfect. All right, here we go.
I'm pushing the truck out of the way into the middle of the parking lot.
Isn't
Perfect,
that
yeah.
Braun?
Not if
Why
I
did you
punch
get
it.
Braun?
Not if he attacks the car.
I'm like, not if I punch it.
Yeah, I would say at this point, I already specified that the bell rang, so you're gonna be late, but like there's no
Fine.
one else to see you. They're gonna hear something happen to a car, but no one will.
Good, I'm just gonna Spartan kick the truck.
All right, roll me. Roll your dice, sir, and I'll tell you.
Actually, when a vehicle is parked and no one's driving it, it's a threat level 0.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh, even
It's
better.
it's really actually easy to beat the shit out of a car. You just have to account for what the
What the
like,
defense of the
the
car is, like the
toughness.
actual, yeah.
the toughness of the actual like
I was like, it
metal
does have
parts or
stats.
whatever, right?
Okay.
That's really it. I can look that up for you real quick if you really want to punch the shit out of this car.
No, I if you want to, that's all good. But I if it's a 0 threat level parked car, go for it. I think I know where this is gonna go.
16 with the crit.
All right, yeah. All right. So, in other words, how do you want to do this? Describe to me exactly how the car moves and where you hit the car and how much damage the car sustained.
I'm gonna park my bike behind Wall's car momentarily, go to the front of the truck, and just Spartan kick it out of my parking spot.
Leaving the Das Boot impression.
Yup.
Perfect.
Right on the grill.
Yeah, right? Yep. Just car alarm starts going off. Airbags deploy.
Then I'm gonna proceed to park my bike.
Yeah, no, yeah, that totally happens. Well, boot print. Yeah. Car is out of the parking spot in the middle. It's right there in the middle. I'm sorry, right there. Just in the middle with the alarms going off. I'd say definitely. Definitely not completely shattered, but cracked windshield.
I think we might be the bad guys.
Yeah. Tire marks.
Okay.
Tire marks of the car just pushing, getting pushed. Bad guys is
I
up
found-
for a debate. Go ahead. Sorry. Good.
No, I found the toughness of like inanimate objects. So something like a car would be like so standard metal would actually be a 25 toughness to hit.
Okay.
But it's a threat level 0, so it won't fight back. That's
Exactly.
what it is. So yeah. Do whatever you want with that. I
Yeah.
just looked it up because I thought it would be funny.
For
But yeah,
future
there you
reference.
go.
Maybe don't buy your cars in America.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, is it still though? This is 2025.
I'm pretty sure there's copper aluminum. It's
That
not
thing
100%.
was plastic.
Yeah. That's what you get.
You heard it here, folks. Don't buy American.
Yeah, don't buy. They're easily kicked out of the way.
And they explode after doing a flip in the air.
Yeah, they explode after them in here too. Yeah, just all around. Don't buy American.
They explode if you do enough damage to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. Don't worry. The Red
No,
Ranger knows
I-
about the air. It's a very specific.
I mean,
Only American made. It's 100% only American cars.
Specifically Angel.
right.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll explain the joke later. Yeah.
No,
I
it's
might be
fine.
able to find it.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
it's
it's Vulcan Skull, right? Doesn't really matter
Yeah,
about their
but-
car. I just thought it would be funny just to
Yeah.
look it up.
No, yeah, don't worry. It's good to have that for future reference, but for today, yeah. It happened the only way it could be, and it was Terry's way. So, like I said,
Sure.
car alarm goes off.
If not, don't worry. I have another 4 attacks.
Yeah.
3, I think.
True.
3 more attacks.
Wait. Not only did he start the car alarm, but he can end the car alarm too.
I could make this car explode.
Rather than make it explode and be late for first period, he walks in Angel Grove High. Again, anything to check with? I know you had specified that you had talked to Inez, one of the most popular cheerleader of the cheer squad. Did you want to maybe touch base with her beforehand, or do you trust her to handle what you guys talked about during the whole fiasco at lunch?
Oh, right.
Completely up to you. It's pretty early. Vibes seem strangely good for everything that happened. So don't let the car alarm fool you.
I guess I'll just send her a quick text and ask her to get all the smoothie orders for the cheerleaders in before lunch.
Perfect. Yeah, that gets sent. She pretty much sends you a selfie with like the thumbs up. Does one better, sends you the same selfie, but like with the smoothies like obviously like photoshopped in. It's like us lunchtime. She's like, yeah, I'll meet you at the office. And then she gives you, she's like, oh, by the way, after everything that's happened, no one's really started any shit with April, but we're still taking her under our wing. She's going to be hanging out with us for the remainder of the school year. So
Sounds good.
yeah, she should be all right. Anything happens, I'm just going to let her know. You mess with her, you mess with Terry.
No. Let's not get this confused. They mess with you, they mess with me.
She's like, oh, sorry. I just thought I could pass around some of the Terry shields.
No. Anyone under your protection falls under mine, but there's an order here.
At the pecking order. She gives you the wink emoji. She's like, of course. My bad. Miss Perez kind of like, she's walking, doing her rounds, making sure like any of the stragglers that are obviously late. Terry. What are we going to do? We only have a few months left.
And someone's still parked in my spot.
She's like, what?
Yeah, they parked in my spot. I had to do something about it. It's fine now.
And then you march off. Immediately she face palms. Starts walking like in an eager pace. Goes out the gate, sees the car. And like you hear like over like the yard duty, like the walkie-talkies. She's like, yeah, we have a situation in the front parking lot of the school. I'm gonna need a tow truck. Or we make a student announcement. And like one of like the learning directors is like, hold on, filing some paperwork. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right out there to help you. And she's like, you hear like the copy of that. You chuckle. We then see Kimberly. Strangely, she's late again. The latest she's been in a while. She's been absent, but it's a little bit different this time. She sees her work, kind of has a moment to herself as she's like looking for a parking spot. Kind of like in her mind, she's like, yeah, gonna miss this. Finds a spot, not too far away, not too close either to where you and Wall parked. Grabs her things and she kind of takes a deep breath, and in her mind, it's flashing back to Valentine's Day night. Her, Rita, Goldar, Finster, Squat, Babu, Goldine, they're kind of like their evil round table that they had. And she's just very deep in thought as she's walking. It's getting to her. She knows what's going to happen. She's not looking forward to it, but she's also like, I can't do anything to stop it. And she kind of like snaps herself back into reality by the time she gets to the gate, and she just looks at the school and gives it like a glance, and she looks at, Angel Grove High. The yard duties are like, hurry up, miss, you're already late. Let's get inside. Wouldn't want to upset Principal Perez. She's like, yeah, wouldn't want to upset her. She just takes like a deep breath and she starts walking in, and they close the gates behind her. And as she's walking, she kind of sees Sky. You guys haven't checked on him in a while. He's pretty much making a great recovery. His parents asked for him to kind of like have an assistant, to hold his books and stuff, just to like make sure he's like completely at ease. They notice each other though. He's like, hey, Kimberly. And she tries to ignore him at first. He doesn't go like into a sprint or anything, but he's like, yo, Kim. Like obviously, if she ignores it now, it's like he's gonna like, okay, you're ignoring me, type of a vibe. She's like, oh hey, Sky. He's like, yeah, Kim. I haven't seen you in a while. He's like, yeah, I've had a lot on my plate. I've just been real busy, He's like, yeah. How about you? How are you doing? He's like, oh, Terry let me back into Pit Viper Kai. I just been working on my form, getting back to, kind of where I left off. How about the others? I was like, oh yeah, kind of strange, but Walls checked in on me, Lilith, even Mr. Powers. But I'm doing okay. It's cool. I haven't really hung out with you guys a whole lot. Lilith did say something about getting into the Blow Up Dolls program. It's about, I guess you do like science projects and stuff. He's like, yeah, you'd actually like it. There's Mr. Powers is actually, he's enrolling a few students. I'll put in a word. I'll tell him, like, let's see if, like, we can get you in. I think it'd be good for you. He's like, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't cut too much into, Pit Viper time, but yeah, it'd be nice to hang out with everybody again. Miss you guys. Yeah. Anyway, Sky, I obviously you have you can be as late as you want the rest of the school year, but I gotta get to class. It's like, oh yeah. It's like, if you want, I just here. And like he hands her like a few textbooks. He's like, yeah, my student aid isn't here yet. I'll just tell him you helped me. That'll like get you off the hook. It's like, thanks. I appreciate that. He's like, yeah, we gotta look out for each other, We're friends. Yeah, we're friends.
That's
So
just what a spy would say.
Yeah. Wall through the ether. So she walks him to his class, helps him to his seat. He's like, I got it from here. He's like, here's a note. Just tell him you were helping me, and you'll be good. He's like, yeah. Anyways, catch you later, Kim. She's like, yeah. Take it easy, Sky. And she's walking to her class. And pretty much everyone has a separate class for their first period. No one is together. There might be a few of the Rangers that have a class together after lunch, but other than that, it's mainly at Blow Up Dolls when everyone can honestly get together, or at lunch. Those are like the main two parts of the day outside of Ranger business. But Kimberly's just thinking. She's thinking about lunch. She's thinking about Blow Up Dolls later today. She's thinking about Axel. She takes another deep breath, Before she knows it, she's made it to her first period, and sits down. It's kind of like she hears everyone talking, but like she can't make any of it out. It's like it's all just like static background, just like white noise. She really is just deep in thought. She gets a text on her phone. It's from Axel, and it's like, "Hey, what are you doing after school? We're gonna hang out, right?" She gives it a couple minutes before she replies, "Yeah, I gotta do some stuff first, but we're definitely hanging out." And it just all caps, "Yes." And he's like, "All right, can't wait till then. I miss you. Take care. See you later." And he sends like a kiss face emoji with a pink heart and then a black heart next to it. And then she's just like, I forgot how cheesy that guy is. The day passes. Bulk and Skull aren't too happy about a truck being towed away. The lunch bell rings. Pretty much everyone has like their, if you're going to get lunch on school campus, you have to get out of class early, do the whole, can I go to the restroom, like the last 5 minutes of class, secretly just go straight to the line, take like the bathroom pass to the classroom after lunch. Terry's got the smoothies with the cheerleaders. This guy's been, he's moved away from eating in the office. He's pretty much like reintegrated into the student body. Lilith kind of looks for Kimberly. Kimberly is nowhere to be found. Juan, obviously he's with April. They're having a good enough time as it is. No one is really starting any shit with her for fear of retaliation from Terry, on top of just the whole, the spore girl got humiliated and then she survived a shootout at a club. I don't think anyone's going to be saying anything. They kind of just like, yeah. People kind of like, that make eye contact with her kind of like avoid, like instantly just like look at the ground, like, oof. She's like giving them looks. It's like, yeah, I remember you. You were the one that like posted this about me. So people are like just doing a complete 180, eating their words. No one is like leaving her alone. Juan, April, they sit with the cheerleaders, or where the cheerleaders would have been had they not got smoothies with Terry. They wait for the cheerleaders. April pretty much tells Juan, it's like, oh yeah, they're getting smoothies. So he's like, oh, awesome. So they wait. Catch up with Wall really quick. So Wall, you kind of see the vibe. Everyone is pretty much avoiding anything that has to do with the whole Angel of Angel Grove, other than acknowledging that April did win and she was crowned the angel. But everyone's just skipping over the fact that like how she was a laughingstock, but a few days ago. Anything you're looking to do or lunch you're looking to get?
Yeah. I'm gonna go off campus for lunch. But first I need to find Bulk and or Skull.
You know full well they the wrestling team likes to hang out over by the benches. There's these trees by the quad and they're usually there. So if you wanted to go run into them, it might be worth taking a visit to that bench.
Sure. Let's see if they're there. If they're in their usual spots.
Yeah, pretty much. Sure enough, they're
Also,
there.
have I heard any of the rumors going around?
I'm gonna say you're so high off of life that unless it has to do about like a certain hero, you've pretty much ignored. Like you're so comfortable that like nothing can possibly ruin this.
Well, isn't it technically about the hero? That's not
I
a
mean,
hero.
technically it would be, but you're like, how that's not.
Huh?
Your vibe is like that can't possibly be. Like the police report and like the news said this was like case cracked. It would.
That definitely can affect me, but it's something I should nip in the bud. But anyway.
Yeah. You're aware of it, but
Alright,
you're
Just
hoping that
checking.
it's nothing. Yeah.
I meet my two new friends, assuming they're there.
They are there. They are there.
Hey, guys, we need to talk.
Bulk's like, wasn't it a coincidence, Skull? I was just about to say the same thing. Yeah, you was actually.
I know just the place to talk to. Over by my spot.
Bulk lets out a smirk, a laugh. Skull's just kind of like, oh, this is gonna be good, Bulk. It's just like you said. Yeah. Let's have a friendly chat.
Yeah. I
And
will
they follow you.
message. I will message Terry. Hey, I need your help. Meet me by my car.
All right, Terry, up to you. You might be with the cheerleaders getting smoothies, so be careful with your response. But you're free to text back while they're walking to the parking spot.
All right. I'm like 2 minutes away.
I'll stall.
It's actually 20. I'm trying to figure out how I can like do the quietly there but nobody notices her sort of deal. Because I imagine, yeah, infiltration, but I also imagine that Amy doesn't like the crowded cafeteria,
No,
either
yeah, that's
goes off campus or just eats in her car or like just hangs out there. Like, I don't know, but she'd probably be outside at some point. So I don't know if you'll like let
no,
me
no,
just kind of
perfectly fine.
stumble into
She
the situation.
let's just go with that. You're avoiding the big crowds. You like to be by yourself. You enjoy your peace and quiet. So normally, both Skull and Juan are together outside at lunch at the parking spot. So this is like kind of like your I wouldn't say a safe space, but this is like, your quiet time, your time alone where you just be at peace. So if you're in
Yeah,
your car eating your lunch, you
she
will
can,
definitely see things happen. That
or
is
like on the because it's a pickup truck vibes, like just on the was it the bed
yeah.
of it, just on the back, just kind of vibing. It's
Yep.
just
Just
like
enjoying.
yeah, I don't even think she thinks of like sneaking just because she's not used to seeing very many people out there in the parking lot. But yeah, she's maybe
This
like
is
5'8", but she's like retreated to her honking huge truck.
yep.
And
Hey,
she's just vibing there. Yeah,
yeah. No,
she would be vibing there. So
that's your spot. No one's ever really noticed it before. Not that anyone ever had a reason to. So yeah, it's you. You're safely in your truck, just vibing out, enjoying your lunch. If something happens to transpire near you, so be it. But I did hear Red Ranger while our mysterious student is enjoying your lunch. You said you were gonna stall, so start stalling.
Oh. So on the walk there, I'm like, hey, you remember the first lunch we had together? We got everyone in trouble. That's why I kind of waited till right now to do this, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, as you're giving out that speech, Bulk just like he's like, yeah, I remember that.
It goes
As
back
I
to the parking space, just all the times we've had together as friends.
Sure, as friends, sure. I remember some good times. He retorts back to you.
When we get to my car, I'll like go straight toward the trunk and open it up and just start digging through for miscellaneous things.
All right, they're off to the side. They don't really see your trunk. They're like adjacent. They're like on the left side of the car, so they don't see exactly what's there, what you're digging for. But
Actually, when we walk up, I noticed that their car isn't there anymore, and I'm
Yeah, I
like,
was like, what's their reaction to that? Just empty parking spot.
yeah, did you have a car?
and then it hits them. They're like, they've been scheming all weekend, and you're like, your legitimate concern finally like, oh no, was this you?
What the fuck would I do with your car? This back and forth I have fun with. That's just fucking rude.
So this wasn't you. You're 100% serious. This was not you.
No, it wasn't me. How would I even get your car towed?
It's like, God damn it! What the skull?
That kind of lightens the mood a little, or like ruins the mood a little bit. Anyway, you should probably go talk to the principal. I'll wait here. You go sort out your car shit.
He doesn't even give you a response. He just like, come on, skull, and then just like right to the office to try to get answers. Successfully stalled. those 2 minutes go by, and Terry should be more or less on school grounds now with the cheerleaders.
No, I left them at the smoothie place.
Ah, okay, excellent,
I
excellent.
have a tab open there at the juice bar.
It is
Ernie's cool with me.
exactly. You and Ernie are tight. You're like
I
this.
just pay it off every Friday. He knows I go there for lunch every day.
Exactly.
So I told them to order anything, put it on my tab.
Perfect.
oh god.
Treating themselves off of
Yeah.
Terry's dime. Good.
I could have sworn I told you I needed your help, like today. What the fuck are you doing off campus?
Getting a smoothie. By the way, I'm rolling up drinking a smoothie.
Didn't even offer me one. Fuck, I thought we were supposed to be homies.
Well, I had to leave in a hurry, so unless you want
Like-
me to wait another 3 minutes.
You know, actually, you're fair. I did say I need your help. I also wasn't expecting them to lose their fucking car.
Oh yeah, they parked in my parking spot.
Oh, so you did it. Well, that's gonna.
I mean,
Let's
I
just
just
not
moved it
mention
out of
that.
the way.
We're not gonna mention you moving their car. That's just going to cause nothing but more problems.
Yeah.
Above the table, I need you to inspire me. Actually, also, like, assistance is also needed from him. all of the help that Black Ranger can give me right now is what I need.
Alright. I'll use a quip.
All right,
or
so
a- you know what? I'll use a speech. I'll give him a speech real quick.
sweet. I guess you can pump me up a little bit.
It's like, don't worry about
I'm
it.
I'm about to do something real fucking dumb.
I mean, how's that different from normal?
Normally, he doesn't have your
Worse.
help. That's what's different.
Yeah. Normally all of my actions are perfect, and this one I actually understand is really fucking dumb.
There you go.
Well, that's why I'm here, right?
Yeah, I knew I needed help.
So what exactly are you doing?
You'll see. Just feel free to bail if you need to. I am quashing the beef with Bulk and/or Skull as soon
Okay.
as they figure out where the fuck their car went.
Oh yeah, that's on the school district. I have no idea. I literally just moved it out of the parking spot. I have no idea what happened after that.
Well, just again, don't mention it. Just say nothing. Nothing about the car. Oh, actually, do you have an EMP on you?
I mean, I can check. Give me a sec.
Not
I'm
really
gonna
something I want recorded.
I'm gonna check my bags. My saddlebags on the
Yeah.
motorcycle.
Completely free. Nothing is gonna stop you.
I was going to spend a story point to get a free one.
You also could have done that. For all
But
intents and
also-
purposes, it's you, a mysterious
Terry-
person in the bed of her truck, and nobody else. Cheerleaders haven't gone there
Terry
yet.
is right here.
Yeah.
Amy is having a silent conversation with her car, who is just, like Knight Rider, the car's just like blinking at her.
The
like
headlights.
No, it's quiet. It's just like flashing
Okay.
headlights, and they're having some sort of it's
Yeah.
like nobody's paying attention to them, but she's just vibing with her car, and it's just like,
What are these two going on about? What are they up to?
no, it's more like she's trying to decide whether she should just leave, but she's very curious about what's happening here, and nobody really cares about her, so it's just like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm here for this ride. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay. All right. Yep. All internal questions. Amy's asking herself right now at this time while two students are having a very
You're like, I'm gonna do a dumb thing. It's like, well, this is more entertaining than what's happening inside the building right now.
Alright, well, as I'm looking through the saddlebags, do I find an EMP?
I'm gonna say with Terry's reputation, no one is definitely gonna go through any of your belongings at all ever. The last guy that tried to do that, he wished he only had his arm broken. So yeah, EMP is there.
Oh, good. I'll hand it to Juan. Be like, you might want to turn your phone off. This shit's horrible for for that.
Yeah, unless you want a new
Yeah,
phone. Turn it off.
that's the point. I flip my phone off and like throw it in the. Well, I don't throw it in the glove box. I throw it in the trunk of my car.
Good,
I have a
good.
question. How is this going to affect my vehicle? Am I far enough away that it won't affect my vehicle, or like, am I close enough that it would do something to my.
Well, I
My
think if
truck.
you're with the near shot, I think you're fucked.
Yeah, if you can hear what they're talking about, this is definitely going to affect your vehicle. You would have definitely heard
How?
EMP. Judging by the radius.
I'm just curious,
Oh no, I know.
how would it affect a
You're
stealthy, a low key sentient car?
yeah. It put it to sleep for a bit. I can't say how
I
long.
was
It
only
depends.
he's just taking a nap. Okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
taking a
as
nap.
long as it explode or
No, yeah,
I
no.
don't know how
It would be
famous,
wouldn't
right?
cause
Probably
it.
offline for a while.
Yeah,
I
it's just-
didn't think I was about to do damage to someone's car, but all right, cool.
Well, we're about to find out.
You don't know anything.
Oh,
But
I'm doing
just
it either
wanna-
way. Cool.
you don't know what's happening to my car. I'm just
Yeah.
asking
He's
the
none
GM
the
for
wiser.
clarification here.
Yeah,
No,
this
that's
is
for-
Amy and
okay.
Amy's problem alone.
Yeah, that's for the audience.
So
No,
it's
yeah.
basically just
Think of like if the
making
battery died and you might need a jump. That's honestly what would happen.
Okay, so like basically the AI functions and autopilot stuff wouldn't work. It's just
No, I'm
it's basically
short-circuiting
just
the
a
fuck out
threat
of your
level, threat level 0. It's basically just a threat level 0 hanging out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
So
Still
so-
toughness 25 though. It's a
Yep.
giant hunk of metal that's not
Yeah.
doing anything. But
and
yeah.
it wasn't made
Okay.
in America.
That,
Very
that
important.
just means it can't be destroyed, though. It doesn't mean it can't be moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I mean, you'd have to use brawn. Like you might have a hard time hitting this thing. It's like an armored vehicle. It looks huge. But yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I just needed to know what was going on. Like I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I'm gonna
All
stick it out
electronics are
anyway.
about to take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to find
I'm
out. I
a- I'm a-
guess. Good
I don't know
clarification.
what an
I'm a-
EMP looks like.
Yeah.
It's almost better. It's almost better that she stays when her car is being like
Taking a nap.
collateral damage and this bullshit.
Yeah. This,
I think she was like, now that she's heard like EMP, she's gonna stick around
She's
to see
hunkering
what kind
down
of
now.
nonsense
Yeah.
this is.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So no, good. You're definitely in the scene with them. So good clarification. Glad you asked. Back to waiting. So at this point, cheerleaders actually pull into the parking lot because they were behind you,
Oh, hell yeah.
and they're all
More people I didn't want in the scene.
they're in their in their car pulling up, and so they're like actually parked not that far away from Amy. So it's currently ground zero would be Terry and Wall. I'd say like maybe 30 35 feet, no, maybe 20 25 feet. Amy in her truck. And then like another like 10 feet away from Amy in her truck is the cheerleaders in their car. So
They
They-
also have smoothies. You could have
Yeah,
asked
and-
them to bring me a smoothie. What the fuck, Terry?
they get out. They're all like, waving to Terry.
Not even a fucking bro. Look
They
at
do
that. One of those smoothies could have been mine.
All of them in like 6-part harmony. Thank you, Terry.
Hear me out.
Thank you,
There's
Terry.
there's an entire cheerleading squad right there.
Yeah.
It's like one of them can share.
Just go ask.
Pick one.
Yeah.
Hey, who's got leftover smoothie? I want some
Hey.
Terry.
Amy
Yeah.
might be judging, but Anne would totally fist bump Terry right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
completely.
entire squad is impressive.
Yeah. This is Terry. Can't say get used to that feeling.
Well,
Well,
Amy doesn't give a fuck, but
yeah. Different.
Game's got no. Anne
Recognizes-
just recognizes game.
Yep. Game recognizes game. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yep. So as the game is recognizing game, we see the cheerleaders get out. They all like wave to Terry. And Nez kind of walks over. She kind of tells the rest of the team, like, I'm gonna catch up with you. Notices you and Wall kind of like passes by, doesn't even bat an eye to Amy. Like she's continuing to go completely ignored. He's like, hey, I heard you said something about a smoothie. Why didn't you ask Terry? He got us all smoothies.
Yeah, I know. I noticed. I was just complaining that he didn't get me a smoothie after I asked him for help.
He's like, come on, Terry, what the heck? Isn't that like your best friend?
Yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to be friends. See, she agrees with me.
And she's like smirking and drinking more of the smoothie.
This is bullshit. All you gave me was contraband, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like either I'm here or you wait longer for your smoothie.
You said 2 minutes. He
Yeah,
got there in 2 minutes.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I need the help more than I need the smoothie. I would just feel a whole lot better with the smoothie. It gives me some ambiance. Actually, do I have any fruit in my car? DM, do I have fruit in my car?
No. Plenty of contraband, though.
Do I have enough contraband to mix a drink?
Yes, definitely you do. That's a 110
Yes.
4 on the yeah.
Could I have part of that? Could I have that cup when you're done?
Are you talking to me or the cheerleader?
Yeah, they're both looking at each other right now. Who's he talking
Both.
to? Both.
Yeah,
Okay.
both. I just need a cup. I can spike the other one if you want.
That's what I was gonna.
I could spike all of them. I just need a fucking cup. It's for the ambiance.
And Ez shouts to like one of the cheerleaders really quick. Olivia. And like Olivia like turns around, she's like, come here. And Olivia starts walking over. Again, everyone's just ignoring Amy. Walks over to you, just like that extra smoothie. I'm gonna make it up to April's boyfriend or her friend, whoever that is. But this guy needs a smoothie. He's like, oh, sure, it is. Olivia hands you Juan's a smoothie that he was supposed to.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Oh, in that case, Juan, do you mind?
What? Oh, yeah. Anyone else want some?
Ladies,
just,
you want to get this
ambiguous
party
thought.
started early?
Yeah, it's a Iron Chef going on in the parking lot, and he has the secret ingredient.
We apparently got some time to kill. I also offer some of the other contraband from the car as they approach the trunk. I don't really swing anything out of the trunk. I just start pointing at things.
Yeah, as much as Inez and Olivia would like to take you up on the offer, they're like, oh no, well, we know Terry likes to get into trouble, and we enjoy our reputation, so we're gonna leave you two boys to your fun. But thanks for the offer. It doesn't go unappreciated. We'll catch you guys
All right,
inside.
Your loss.
It's all good. And they kind of turn around.
Well, that's fair.
They wave to you. They thank Terry again. They do like the cheers. They start thinking
I
about
my drink by like a shot.
And they start thinking about what they could tell Juan to figure out why his drink didn't make it. As that's happening, you spike your drink and it seems like you're enjoying it. Again, unless you're actively looking for someone to come your way, you're kind of just hanging out with Terry at this point.
Yeah. We're waiting for Bulk and Skull to get back.
Okay. Just making sure. Well, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because this is where we're gonna end today's episode.
No, I'm so prepared.
Well, you could be equally prepared next time. But yes, this was a rather great episode. I'm glad we were able to gently start incorporating a certain mysterious Angel Grove student who hangs out on the parking lot for her lunches. End of the story. Looks like something is about to go down and she'll be the only witness. Aside from everyone else involved.
Something really dumb. That was Wall's plan entirely.
Yep.
That's the problem.
No help from anyone.
This isn't going to come back and bite you in the ass later.
Oh no, it's definitely going to be nothing but trouble.
I mean,
Right.
listen, everyone's allowed their fun. You have no idea what I have planned, so.
Yeah, It's fun.
Exactly. So that's what we call foreshadowing, folks. But like I said,
Nothing but good things to come.
It's called the warm up.
yep, it's called a warm up. You heard it here. Don't call it a
I just want to see
comeback.
this play out. I'm not gonna get in the way. I just like the idea that she might actually be the only witness and nobody's bothered her. Nobody's actually tried to get rid of her or do anything.
Hey man, when you
Like a
fly under
clown.
the radar and you're effectively a ghost, you get to see a lot of stuff.
I have a 0 in awareness. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Terry's
funny.
not really looking for trouble.
She
I don't
John-
think
she
you
John
register on his radar as something
Yeah,
you read.
Terry only registers threats.
She John Cena the entire encounter. I love it so much.
Yep.
I also have 2 ranks in infiltration and an upshift, so
Yep.
you'd have to make an effort. You'd actually have to try to find me, which is the best part.
There we go.
I'm still saying you should have a bag of popcorn every time you're sneaking around somewhere. Just like watching.
She has her entire lunch. She literally has her own like homemade
Yeah.
smoothie.
She's
Just
Drax, but actually
eating.
good. She is imperceptible.
She's just very fucking quiet, but
Yeah.
she's got snacks and things. Like she's got food. Maybe not popcorn, but she's having lunch.
Let me just tell you how impressive it is for an entire group of a cheerleading squad to just not notice you're around when they parked like a
Where they
space away
belong.
from you and walked right past you. Like
Where they
nobody was
belong.
there. But yeah.
Smarts is their dump stat.
Yep. Big dumb, I'm afraid. They're
Smarts is also my dump stat.
You don't say.
I would pretend I was surprised, but I'm not that good of an actor.
Zing. But anyways, before I let this continue to derail, yes. So, very very interesting plot points. I'm very eager to also find out what stupid thing happens, but you'll have to tune in next episode, next month. So, keep an eye out for that. Pretty tame. Very glad about the story points that have unfolded. I hope everyone enjoyed the story. Again, we're welcoming our new ranger, Amy. Haven't seen her outside of civilian just yet, but again, give it time. We have some stuff we're cooking, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna find out what happens when Bulk and Skull get back. We're also gonna find out if Maximus got his Shrek haikus, and maybe he'll be able to recite the best one to raise their grade.
There should be an English teacher of haikus or it's business.
Right. He's just so good. He's mastered them. He's broken it down to a science.
Everything's a science.
Right? From a
Right.
certain point of view.
If you try hard enough.
Right. It's exactly. Everything is a science. And he can see the Matrix. But more on that later. Anyways, like I always say, some quick housekeeping. I have links to post. So for everyone that has been watching, let me go ahead and put those. Of course, we have links to an entire playlist of all prior 25 episodes. We just got done finishing a 4-part Valentine's Day special, so very grand. We had a lot of fun there. I definitely recommend. Those videos should be going live within the next few weeks. I've been a little bit busy on my end, so apologies there, but they will be up as well as this episode following. Let me get those links. So all links have been posted in the stream. As I said, you can catch up on past episodes, follow along with our story. I have a steady fan base. Pretty proud. We've gotten some pretty good remarks about the story we're crafting. So indeed, you'll have to find out. We're the perfect pastime on those long commutes to and from work. You got a vacation, listen to us. Showering, listen to us. Go to the movie theater, don't watch the movie, listen to us. Over at this point, I think we're close to breaking 100 hours of content. So we haven't already crossed that threshold, we have near 100 hours of content. So plenty, and plenty more to come, still to come. I have a link if you would like to hire me to run your game. You can find my GM page where I run several different systems. I've been having a lot of fun with Essence20 is kind of my baby, the one I've been spending a lot of time with, but I also know some other systems, 5th edition, Pathfinder, Cyberpunk, and a few others. So go ahead and look at that. I also have a referral code, so if you would like a free $10 in credits, absolutely for free, feel free to use my code in the chat. I should also have it pinned down in my panels below my Twitch channel and in the description of the YouTube archives of our Let's Plays. That should forever be active. So again, that's my gift to you. You're free to use that anywhere for any GM, for any game system. Again, I only ask that you consider throwing some digital currency my way, but if not, then my gift to you. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the Ranger outro roll call. So we're going to go start off with my mug brother. He took care of April. He sent her the eggs. Beef Supreme got him the paperwork. He's excited for them Shrek haikus. What do you got for us before we end today's episode?
I thought her name was Amanda.
Oh, damn it. Did I say?
Amanda.
My bad. Two A names.
Different A name.
They were so intertwined for the Valentine's Day special. Don't worry. I'll get that separated. Just correct me if I ever say the wrong name. But yeah, my mistake. Amanda. Full name, Amanda Sterling. Gonna get that $5,000 bill sooner or later. Any parting words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom. Sure. If you're ever stressed out, just remember that perfection is just a bunch of little things done okay. Not everything needs to be perfect.
Hey, there we go. That's I wish I could give you the story point, but it's only if you make me laugh.
Hey, you asked for words of wisdom.
Hey, that is what I asked for. You delivered. I can give you a
Bunch of
bim.
little
Just little things. And okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Honestly, just signing off. Have a good night. Brush your teeth. Stay well.
Hell yeah. We'll go to our Red Ranger next. Wall, anything you can tease before we meet up next month for what's gonna happen? The stupid thing that's gonna happen.
No. Find out next time on our episode of Power Rangers to figure out what Wall has planned.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
Not even the DM knows what I can fuck up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the damage I can do.
Yep, Adam. He just decided to do this. I didn't put him up to it. He's destroyed my campaign that I've carefully crafted. I'll allow it though. I want to see where this goes.
You still have me. I'm the new one. Yeah. You can
The yin to his
throw
yang.
all your narrative shit at me. No, I mean, he's basically hopeless if he's destroyed your campaign.
There we go.
I'm here to
Savior.
get in the GM's good graces.
Perfect. At least someone's trying to.
No,
Awesome.
no. I'm here for the
Awesome.
story.
Yeah, the rest of us
Oh.
tend to antagonize the DM.
yeah. Thank you.
Here for the
I'm
plot.
glad we're all aboard to antagonize me except for her. Can I go into that
well-
room back at the blow up dolls? Anyways.
Just keep it locked.
How close to the room are we? Can I try and jimmy the door again?
Yeah, I will have to see if the room still exists. I don't know what could happen. I'm anticipating complete annihilation of each room. I don't know how I'll pull it off, but I don't put it past it. But continuing this, we'll throw it to our Black Ranger Terry. Parting words, closing comments.
Find out next time. What will Wall do with an EMP?
Right. Even I don't know. All right, I just can't wait to
Clearly,
explain
I'm
to
gonna
the
EMP someone.
yeah. Who knows?
Will he take out the school computers? Find out next time.
All right, we just got those too.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh boy, it better be worth it. That's all I'm asking. It better be worth it. But again, filling in for our Yellow Ranger, so I can't wait for him to get the cliff notes on this episode. Maybe he'll stop you from doing something stupid. I don't know.
Will Wall get too
Ah.
drunk to use the EMP? Find
Yeah.
out.
Exactly.
I didn't
Maybe-
put that much in. I still have to get lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. So he's gonna be able to get lunch afterwards.
And that's true. He did say he only put one shot in it.
Yeah. All right. Then the lore. Check the tapes. But all right. On that note, you've heard from our Power Rangers. We should be back to a full roster next month, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. But until then, we got a lot of exciting things on the horizon. So I hope everyone tunes in for that. Until then, as always, I'm GM Eggo. These are my Power Rangers. And we'll catch you next episode. So, as always, till next time, may the power protect you. Take care, everyone. Peace.